Cook it up.
I ate lamb testicles.
If I'm gonna eat it,
Wait, what?
If I'm gonna eat it,
I ate lamb testicles. They grilled it. It sound crazy. It's a video. Yeah,
What I said sound crazy though.
It's a delicacy in some countries.
but this ain't not in New York.
Nah, but bro,
that
my
shit
son
there.
hit it. My son marinated, hit it on the grill, had it all grilled, bust it down.
They call that
What's the texture?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Kind of like a scallop.
Yeah.
You can talk about that.
Oh, that's wild.
Rocky Mountain. We're already on.
That's Wallace.
Yeah, I
Scallop?
already got all that.
Nah, I don't even like the concept.
I already got all that. Whether you want,
I mean, it's on there. It's on my page, so it's not like it's.
whether you want.
You
but
see
it's
it?
deep.
That video
It's
went.
deep on
The
page.
video went viral.
Oh, you eating testicles?
I ate. Yeah, it was Kyrgyzstani food, and then a lot of Kyrgyzstani people were against it. They was like, "Nah, we don't do that."
Whose testicles would you eat?
So if Kyrgyzstani people say they don't do that,
I'm gonna be real with you though. Growing up in
got you.
Egypt, there's a plate called mukhasi,
Go on.
and it's actually lamb testicles. So they don't waste anything in like
Yeah,
say
you,
you go.
you use all parts of the animal. It's like
Yeah.
Native Americans used to do
So
that.
you got to
also.
use everything. So
Yeah.
people eat tongue.
it's like
Tongue
it's like cow
broth.
cock soup.
Yo, excuse me?
We ain't nobody had that, but I mean,
That's a Caribbean thing. I never eat it.
I love.
So it's a
I-
Caribbean
It's
thing.
a real
me-
old school thing,
love-
yo. But
What it tastes
I
like?
never did it. I don't know. Never ate
Oh
it.
shit!
Never ate it.
You was
I love,
expecting a
I
response.
love Caribbean people. But they can keep
ate,
that there.
I ate. Yeah, he think he catching niggas. though.
Yeah.
He here with the fucking tassels
Wait.
on. He think he.
Where's the
He's
video
special
at?
today,
Of
son.
You eat testicles
It was me eating testicles.
on your page?
It was
on my
deep.
page.
It was deep on
Not
the
even.
feed,
It's,
right?
it's early.
Oh, it's
Right there,
recent.
lamb balls.
Where?
Oh, you labeled it lamb balls too.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah. I ain't cat.
He's a
Nah.
big social media buzzword guy.
Yeah, it's easy clickbait.
Anything for followers? That's crazy.
Not even. I wasn't expect. I went there to order. They had Chinese.
I'm glad you didn't call me for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's bro. It ain't.
I'm still waiting to go to.
You know what I think it is with the kind of stuff? It's more so like the thought of it, the name of it. Like if someone,
course.
What's
my
the
man,
psychological effect of it? You know.
If you don't know
you're
what it is, you're gonna eat it. And be like, oh
exactly.
wow.
So even
Whether
growing
you
up
like
in
it or you
Egypt,
don't.
I knew that it was always around, but I never ate it. You get what I'm saying? This is my whole life. Here I'm the other day. I'm put now in a predicament to see it and eat it. I said, F it. This is part of being a chef, to enhancing palate, understanding texture and flavor. So I say, yo, I'll try it. Was it a huge fan? Not really. It tastes like scallop though.
Probably
Very
wasn't.
similar.
It probably wasn't as bad as like mentally you're making it seem.
Exactly, because we don't. What's a scallop? We don't know.
Fab, don't look at him like that.
Yeah,
You got it.
You sure you got it.
yo,
Like you said. So
dudes do worse, brother. I tell you that.
I mean,
Eh,
facts.
talk about dudes' freaky activities. They done worse. That's all I'm saying.
some dudes have a motto: when the rents due, the rents due.
Exactly. I mean, it's again, it's culinary. It's culinary. It's exquisite. What was it? Culinary experience.
So you mentioned like tongue as well. So
There's
when
tongue.
when I first moved into Huntington area, it was like the first or second weekend. It was Cinco de Mayo, and I was just walking around the village, and every Mexican joint packed, as it always is, because like especially white people, they just forget that, oh shit, like I can have Mexican food, like I gotta celebrate today. It's like you can have it every day.
Cinco de Mayo.
But so they go like that. I'm looking around, walking Kenji, and I see. I'm definitely gonna butcher the name. It's Oaxaca, Oaxaca, or Oaxaca. Oaxaca. So it's like super authentic. So it's like I go to Besito because I know the owner of Besito. Like we've been there, great food. Or I can go to like a real authentic spot. So I go there, and they're like, "Yo, it's like an hour wait for anything, even takeout, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "I live 2 blocks away. Perfect. I put my order in, walk home, hang out, and go back." And while I'm looking at the menu, I saw beef tongue tacos, and I said, all right, I guess we got to get like real authentic with it on Cinco de Mayo.
You tried it?
They were delicious.
I'm
They were
telling
delicious.
you.
I started like fooling my boys. Like I'd literally just be like, "Oh, you wanted some beef tacos? Yeah, sure." I go get the beef tongue tacos. I'd be like, "Yo, yeah, they're eating it." They're like, "Yo, this shit's good." I'm like, "Beef tongue." They'd be like, "Eh," but
Yeah, all of
once
a sudden, but-
once they find out,
Yeah.
they're just like, "Oh no, it's gross. It's the worst thing ever." It's like,
Too late.
I don't know, man. You were getting down
Like
on
the
that.
other
Pause.
day, I went to a Yemeni restaurant,
So
right?
you eating balls, but you don't eat ass? Now I'm just gonna get clarity.
Now you eat. He eat butt.
Nah, he a pretty boy.
You gotta eat butt. Come
brother,
on now.
brother, on camera, it's crazy, right?
You don't eat butt.
Brother, that's what I said.
He just
People
eat balls.
against. Hold on.
Don't change it up right now.
No, hold
There's a
on.
question on the table.
Listen, man.
You don't eat booty?
Hold on,
Nah, he eat balls.
hold on, everybody.
He only eat balls.
Hold on.
He don't eat ass.
It's supposed to be my dude.
He only eats things that are considered a delicacy in foreign lands.
Listen, man.
It's okay.
You got to put a bib on and anything.
Ain't
What
nobody
you talking about?
when it comes to
Nah,
free
live your
acti-
truth. You good. Don't worry about it.
Your truth.
bro. Two different things. This is a cuisine served for you. Of course, I mean, freakiness is freakiness. Whatever you do with it, you do with it. You keep that at home. You know what I'm saying? Who don't do that though?
That's very
Actually, there's
very
probably
that's
a
very
lot of
adult
people.
of you.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Never
It's
admitted
very
it.
adult of you.
But it's cool.
admitting on camera is crazy.
Saving, he's
They
saving,
trying to set me up
he's
already.
saving my YouTube monetization for me.
That's what I'm saying.
About to crucify me out there. They're gonna be like 5 minutes in. You
Wait,
asked though, right? It's like,
is that
yeah.
you get in trouble on YouTube for
Yeah,
talking about
N-words. N-words. Be careful with the N-words. I don't know if you bleep it, but
I don't think they care if that, as long
Wait,
as
time out,
it's,
time out.
if it's
So-
a black
so you-
individual that says it. If I say it, then
Wait, so if you talk about eating butt, you get in trouble
I don't
on
know.
YouTube.
I gotta,
Nah, but
I have to re-go through the guidelines, but the guidelines are pretty strict. Like you can't talk about you technically can't say PORN. Technically, you have to say corn. Like that's what a lot of these big name.
Why can't you?
Because they'll demonetize you.
it's a big platform now where a lot of and that's why I started learning when I was doing my YouTube thing. It's a big platform where there's a lot of kids and they ask you is this made for kids, but there's
I
still
always
people,
say
no. And there's people who come in and tune in, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But in terms like this, I feel like this is kind of a funny subject.
Yeah.
So might not, but you just never know. Demonetize anything. They find a way to.
Yeah, I gotta be careful in that guess.
Oh, so basically you're saying you don't eat ass, you don't eat the dog part of
I
the
never-
banana, but you eat balls.
Wait, dog part of the banana. What brought the dog part of the banana?
I'm just
Right
saying.
back to it, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
he
I didn't need
right back
clarity.
to it.
Right
He
back
just,
to it.
he just mixed up the
Right back to
lingo.
it. He just changed the verbiage.
That's crazy to me.
Here's AI.
never said
here's
nothing.
here's
And it's
AI
on his
giving me
page.
here's AI giving me the breakdown. So inappropriate language. That's every podcast episode I've ever put out. So they can go fuck themselves. Hate speech, violence, blood, injury, or graphic violence. So already we're 3 things down, and I'm just like, I'm like, so have they actually looked at every video that's on their site? Shocking content that may upset, disgust, or shock viewers. Drug and tobacco-related content.
That's crazy.
Firearm-related content. That's why when I did an unboxing of my holster, my new competition holster,
Yeah.
I was so hesitant to put it up there because you have to be so fucking careful with firearms on YouTube. They freak out. You have to show that it's totally empty. You got to like actually say there's nobody behind the camera, even though I'm pointing it at the camera. There's nobody behind the camera. Dude, it's crazy.
It shows you the legal activities behind these games, though. Like it's some real deal.
Misleading metadata, predatory behavior, malicious attacks, harmful
Predatory
or
behavior.
dangerous behavior.
Conspiracy theories.
So just
Wow.
like, you're not allowed to post anything. Anything at all.
How does
I think it
anybody
just-
have a platform? Like,
No, but I think it filters based off words. So they probably have.
Well, yeah, if they hear you, especially in like shorter
use
form,
it.
if they hear you cursing or going crazy, like right at the beginning of the clip, which I mean, dude, it's everything I post.
certain curses, like the F-bombs, I think they over it. I had a couple videos that went viral that I dropped the F-bomb in it a couple times.
Well, I mean, and like ironically, I mean, Meta's trying to make up big time for like how much suppression they've done over the years, just in general with like everybody.
Yeah.
So now they're going and they're saying like, oh no, we're pushing to like not suppress or not show firearm related content now. They're trying to. Zuck's on like I'm a good boy type campaign lately. I don't know
Sounds like Zuck.
I don't know if you've seen any of his shit. Like,
Not
he's
really, don't pay attention to him.
He's really trying like to overdo it, kissing ass, this and that. Uncovering and showing all the receipts of like, oh no, the White House told me not to say this or to suppress this. I swear I didn't. But like, brother, you did it. Like, regardless, you did it. It's okay.
No, facts.
Like, live with what you did. Like, you did it. But like now he's on this campaign tour of like trying to reverse everything.
Everybody getting money. That's what it is.
Oh, that's the thing. If you pad their pockets the right way, they'll do whatever the fuck you want, especially at that level.
He's seeing that everybody
fact.
catching a
Yeah.
check. Everybody catching a check. So now
he
it's
want
like,
his,
of course.
of course.
And especially after buying IG, buying this, buying that.
Yeah.
There's money to be made.
And he was trying to buy TikTok, and everyone was just like, absolutely not.
Yeah, that was another thing that just blew up out of nowhere, especially how that shit happened when they closed it. Now bringing it back. It was just like, what's going on with that?
Well, so they brought it back. However, if you delete it, I'm gonna have to push my camera back. I think my big ass head's cut off. Is it cut off, Fab?
Nah, I think I see a
Or
hat.
am I like right at the top?
I think you're right at the top.
Just making it.
I got a little bit of headroom. Pause.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just move it. Just push it back a little bit. Just a little bit.
You trust him with that equipment?
I do.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you're not
a little
sending
more.
it.
Yeah.
Oh man, he want to talk about the dog spot,
Other
about
side.
the banana.
Other
Pause.
side. No.
No, go the other way, Fab.
Other way. Yeah. There we go. My head's in there. Pause. Okay.
Dog spot of the banana.
Nobody clipped that. I swear to God.
Best part.
Nobody clipped that word.
That's the best
Banana
part.
though.
Well, that's not halal, right?
So no, it got nothing to do with. But it's just how. What it got to do with that? How you talk about? But
we reversed again.
no, I'm just confused with that question.
Y'all are really trying to kill this monetization for
Not
me.
even. I was.
Defend it.
I said it in a respectful manner. I said but, and then he bring a banana and ball sack.
Nah, you just brought it up just now.
No, because that's what the questions you asked me. So I'm trying to understand, like,
Still thinking about it.
that visualization you had going in the head is kind of
I'm just
crazy, no?
surprised.
But anyways, back, you get what I'm saying?
I got it.
Individual.
Yeah, because he brought up butt, banana, and balls. Yeah.
It's just like,
But
huh? What you thinking about there? Fab is a little naughty boy, brother. I'll tell you
Hold
that.
on.
Yeah, Fab is a little.
Pause.
Y'all watch it. You little. Fab a little freak off over there with the tassels. So good, it's so good. Back to my boy. My boy was
Leave that
preaching right now.
alone.
My boy was preaching.
So what I how do you follow up with that? So what I find crazy, tassels do look good though.
Yeah, do.
Appreciate you.
I tell you, just don't shake your shit.
Boy, you wildin'.
Don't shake it.
Yeah, don't shake it. It'll start snowing outside again. So
Do that.
So what I found interesting though is that they banned TikTok. Now there were a lot of people that just sat there and they were like, "Yo, fuck TikTok," and they deleted the app off their phones. Even though you can see the apps after they revived it, you can see them in the store still.
You can't
You can't
re-download.
re-download them. So now phones, if you have a phone that has TikTok on it, they're going for like 10 bands, 20 bands on eBay right now. If you sell the phone with TikTok
They
on
bit
it.
too soon. That's what happens when you
That's
bit too soon.
crazy.
That was another thing. No wonder why somebody hit me.
Why?
up.
Wait. There's no longer TikTok?
No, it's still there.
It's still there because
This is how much I
because
pay
Trump
attention to this
Trump
shit.
put in an executive order to saying that you can't just we're not just going to shut it down like that. Listen, in truth, that's the right move in a lot of different ways. I think there's a lot of bullshit on TikTok without question.
But I also feel like there was also good on there.
There's a lot of good because there's a lot of eye opening. Like you look at
They had the STEM program. I don't know.
you look at the most. You look at like a lot of the government. They're trying to hide a lot of the shit that people were exposing on TikTok and all these social platforms that weren't getting suppressed, like Meta. Meta, you couldn't talk about anything.
Yeah,
your
everything
video
is-
would get
Banned.
suppressed and pushed
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
You wouldn't get the views and all this shit. TikTok's one of the only platforms. Like I listen to a lot of Gary Vee. TikTok's one of the only platforms that has that organic growth still. Like even though somebody could follow XYZ, if my content is doing really well and it somewhat falls in line with what this person usually watches or likes, TikTok will automatically show that person and be like, "Hey, you'll probably like this."
That's another thing. If you ever clock certain TikTok influencers or content creators, whatever you want to call them, their following sometimes is crazy, like 3-4 mil. And then they got their Instagram link there. The same content that they're posting on TikTok is getting posted on Instagram. You go on their Instagram, they're not even hitting probably like 20K.
Dude, that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. It's not.
my
I'm not.
fault.
No.
I didn't mean it like that. No, I'm saying-
Ooh, it was zesty. we almost
Love me
locked-
some zest.
We almost locked fingers.
A little olive peel, a little lemon
crazy.
peel.
That's real. I just saw his whole childhood. That's crazy. So
Pretty rough.
still handsome though. So I
Nah, he was a fat boy growing up.
fuck. Oh, Fab. Damn it, Fab.
My bad.
Insert picture here, before and after.
Fuck.
My
So
media team is on it.
the media team's on it, right? Yeah. Is she here?
Body shaming is crazy. Body shaming 2025 is crazy.
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah.
Jay's media team in the room right now? So what I've found crazy is that I'll post podcast clips on Instagram, and I've been like literally 7,000 followers around that area, almost to 8 for a long time. Like it grows, then you lose 10 followers. It grows, you lose 10 followers. I'm like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But TikTok, once I started posting the podcast clips to TikTok, I mean, for a long time I stopped posting for like 6 months, and then they shadow banned me for a while. But now we've had a couple of clips go viral.
What does shadow ban mean?
Shadow ban basically means like
Inconsistency.
they want you to prove that you're gonna start posting
So they
regularly.
want you. Okay, yeah, they want
I
you
mean,
to be.
listen. In theory,
posting
your
content.
TikTok, you have an account that's doing really well, right? Somebody has a lot of followers. They're posting regularly, daily, what have you, and they're interacting with followers and other accounts. They go on a hiatus for 6 months. Now that 6 months goes by where that person's followers may not be. Maybe they were like a diehard fan. Now they're not on TikTok because that person's not posting. So as TikTok, you're looking at that as, well, they're not keeping people on the platform. They're not doing this and that. Why are we going to keep like showing out? Like, I don't think they intentionally go.
Yeah, that's just how
Jay's
the
account
algorithm
gets
works.
shadow banned.
I got
think
you.
they just have it programmed in there that, you have to have some type of a consistency again until you start getting those numbers again.
Mm-hmm.
There was a while where people were getting 200 view until they started breaking out, and then they started getting a lot of views.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting to see from that perspective. But so yeah, I mean, TikTok posting the same stuff as Instagram. I think I have 53,000 or 52,000 followers on TikTok. 7,000. Yeah, I mean, it's great, but like, does that? Here's the problem though. When we talk about followers, does that equate to like if I came out with a drink next week,
That's
does
the
that
truth.
equate to 53,000 sales that I'm going to make on
Nah,
that?
I think so though.
you
On
look- no, no,
TikTok,
you-
hear me
you-
out. Hear me out.
Only
TikTok
10%.
shop?
Only 10%.
If you're lucky, I
If
think.
you're lucky, you're looking at 10%.
No, for
you want
sure.
to make 10%. If you have 1,000 followers, right? I'm just drawing a reference to make the
Uh-huh.
numbers just open and even. 1,000 followers. They usually say when it comes from a marketing standpoint, we're trying to do some things that's going. You're on your best day. You're looking at appealing and getting sales from 10% of your followers.
Which is actually it's a great
But
number.
it's still a great number. It's a wonderful number,
If you're in the millions,
Right.
it is.
right?
That's what I'm
But
saying, yeah.
now 10 is great. Some people only get 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still beneficial.
But I think
But-
Jamal, it's also the product you're putting out there.
Of course it is. But
The product is good.
once
you're
again,
gonna- yeah.
Yes,
if
and
the
no, but
product
there's
is
I think
good,
there's
it's
a lot
going to
of-
get people
I think there's
to
a lot of great
continue
products,
buying.
though, and I don't mean to cut you off, Jay,
Go
but I
ahead.
think there's a lot of great products that get suppressed.
Like,
Just, I mean, it could. Let's
let's free some of them.
let's use Jay's pre-workout for example. I
Uh-huh.
think Jay has created a fantastic formula. I just
I
don't
agree.
think that it has taken off the way that it needs to in terms of
But-
international and sales.
But to
throughout the
be
States.
honest, let's use any brand in general, compare it to Jay's. It's the marketing and the branding that comes behind it.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
Jay is very independent now.
and that's what I'm saying. But I think, but once again, we go back to he's got a great product.
Yeah, and if the product is amazing, but it's more so, okay, I'm competing right now. You're competing with top dogs, right? These top dogs not
C4.
C4.
Yeah,
C4
and
just
they're throwing millions and millions of
anything.
dollars into
They
the market.
exactly into the
And I'm
market.
not. I can't.
They got cars driving around with the C4. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, of
at this
course.
point where the C4 bottle is coming out of a Wrangler.
But that's also what I'm saying, though. So now
Who
you
not
have-
buying?
But let's say C4, I believe, is personally, I think is an inferior product to Jay's, and I'm sure you
Hands
agree with
down.
me.
We all
And I'm not
agree.
saying it because it's mine.
And no, I'm not either. I
But
wouldn't-
also, biggest thing ever, and it's always going to be a thing. And this is what I learned, obviously, through business and through life: convenience. I'm walking to
You're going to
7-Eleven.
You're going
popping the
to
first thing,
to
Monster,
CVS,
C4 Rebel.
Walgreens.
You can't
It's
compete
everywhere.
with convenience.
Mm-hmm.
If Jay had the convenience, because if you buying some people don't even want to keep walking with the powder or do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Yeah.
You
Ready-made.
want
They
something.
want RTD. They
Yeah,
want it quick.
they want exactly ready to drink. You're going to do it. At the end of the day, it's more so. Okay, this is convenient. I'm just gonna pick this up. I gotta buy one get one off. Or say that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more so that you're
Exactly.
competing with. I don't think people are competing against the and then humans. I don't care what people tell me. As much as they love you, they still gonna find the easier, most convenient, cheaper.
Oh yeah,
route.
without question. I mean, that goes.
No matter how much they love you.
Well, that goes
You
for
get what I'm
anything.
saying? For anything.
You had your chefing and your cooking business.
Exactly.
Think about the people that you know, and it's not because they don't like you, but they just went with other meal companies.
And you can't knock it.
And same thing with me with video and photo work. Like,
Nah, I knock
it just is what it is. Like, other people are going to use other people.
I do.
Nah,
I do.
man.
I can't.
You want me?
I don't knock people for not buying my shit, but I knock people for not buying my people's shit. That's what's funny. If you're telling me you're doing food, you're looking for food prep, I'm giving you, back in the day, I'm giving you his math,
Yeah.
right? And I'm telling you, let him know that I'm sending you. I'm not telling him that for me to get a discount. I'm telling him that so, knowing him, he's going to make sure and treat that person
Like I'm treating you.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
right?
as it should be.
It's an
So if
extension
you
of
don't
you.
go and buy from my boy, and then you go and 2 months later be like, yo, I was buying from such and such meal company. That shit is whack. I'm like, that's good for you, motherfucker. You should have got fucking food poisoning too. You should have went to my man. I told you that from day one.
I'm a big believer when it comes to buying stuff, bro. In terms of like, that's when we talk about it. Like, if you share something, right? Say I'm watching. Say you guys started on TikTok, and now we're posting on TikTok Shop, right? Oh, the intensity buy here. This
Which we
sponsor-
should be. People-
which I personally
people be
think so,
buying your shit up. We
because
gotta talk about that.
TikTok Shop is big.
Yes.
We're about to do something a little bit different as far as the intensity goes. I think we're going to go down a route with a little bit more apparel too. So
That's what I'm saying.
We'll talk.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
But I think that that's and I don't want you to lose your thought.
No, for
Just
sure.
as a side note, I do think that that's something that we should be talking about.
Guaranteed.
about
Well,
getting-
I just told him the other day, when we get things together, we're gonna have you come in and do a one whole day photo apparel shoot and just
Is he gonna take
knock
his
out
shirt
as
off?
much.
Or is he staying hoodied up?
Yeah,
I'm
he-
a pill.
Secret shredded man.
oh yeah,
I'm a pill.
Oh.
Yeah, secret shredded man.
I'm about to make some sales. I'm about to make some sales. That's what I need.
No Diddy. But
Yeah.
no Diddy. But I need some
That's
flesh.
what I'm glad. That's what I'm
I need
glad
some
about.
flesh.
I don't have to anymore.
Hey,
We're good.
You
But-
too.
bro, I'm getting ready. I'm getting back. You see these two gentlemen I'm sitting in front of? I used to somewhat be in the middle.
That's why he's got the trench coat on still.
Now I'm embarrassed. Now they got me embarrassed. But going back
Sorry,
to
yeah,
the
go.
topic.
Dad bod now.
No, we still, bro, chill. Y'all see,
Don't do
he was-
it.
I know y'all see what's going on. We talk about that later. I'll send y'all the workout plan. Don't worry. But in general, with TikTok Shop, people actually like abuse it. People literally go on TikTok just to buy stuff. Like, oh, I'm selling this tripod. Oh, I'm selling this shampoo. Oh, I'm a guy that's selling Duba perfumes. And then people actually abuse it. Now, in terms of how I believe a successful route for that is more so everyone knows Jamal. Yep. You're posting without even looking on TikTok. I know it's raw content, basically. I don't want to use man up as a word, but just toughen up. This is life,
bro. They love his dude. They
yeah,
love his content.
and it's
when I
more
post the
so
videos
like
of him.
as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? I know these two. If anytime we're sitting on the table, it's the realest. There's no sugarcoating. There's no in the middle. Nah, but it's as real as possible. People connect to that. That's when how I see a successful business is run is having a concept, right? Intensities connecting to how intense this man is in terms of what message he's delivering. Now, in terms of adding that relationship with the product, that's what people buy. It's not you go to a spot and product is so fire, you come in and you see people man standoffish. Are you gonna go back? Nah, it's the hospitality. It's that. It's like knowing, like, you know what, this guy speaking facts. I like it. It's creating a relationship. Any product could be dropped. You could drop anything next to this product right here and probably compete with it. But what has this product from terms of branding, marketing, and on top of that, a connection between the consumer? That's how I see it. It's all about connection.
Agreed.
Between the
Think
consumer.
about when you buy a Ferrari. You watch these videos of these dudes dropping, like, they drop all the money. They go, they order the custom Ferrari, they order the custom Mercedes, what have you. They get there mad early.
We was talking about it before I came in.
They walk in. Salesman greets them at the front door. Hey,
Yeah,
can I
customer
get you-
service is
Can I get you
huge.
like a glass of champagne? Can I get you something?
Leave me
Like,
alone.
bro, you're just hanging out there for like 3 hours
And-
before you're even driving out the lot
And
with
at
your
the end
car.
of the day, that's how it's always going to be a circle. Because me and him was talking about it. I said, bro, when I started the meal prep, I had none of that. Remember when I first started the meal prep, I had none of that. It was just all me. In fact, I had some definitely great knowledge in branding and marketing, and it's just how people approach me, and I was always that smiling face, like, yo, we buying because of Osskiii. Nah, this guy Oskii's dope, whatever. Yada. I'm trying to be modest as possible. I'm not saying I'm the greatest man on this planet Earth, right? I'm just saying Jamal will send me somebody. I'll treat that person, if anything, better than I treat Jamal.
On top of that, though, you took pride in your work.
It
too.
pride in working.
Big time,
I remember
though.
being
There was
in the
love behind the
kitchen.
food, man.
I remember being in the kitchen taking some photos of you.
Yeah, and it
when
was-
when I was flattered that you asked me to do so, and watching him with more than a full plate get like of work to do, literally be in there and doing the thing himself as well, instead
And-
of just like outsourcing.
No, you can't. And it's at the end of the day, because that's the product. And now to connect with the consumer is not only how good the product is, it's how good you're treating them. Because you're competing with so many.
That's why I keep telling Fab, you can't sell the intensity shirts to all your gym friends, bro. He's having them the wild out dudes wearing the clothes, man.
They be bugging out.
Yo, he about to go buy a shirt. I'm like, damn, son, that dude. Why?
Yo,
Ain't
listen.
nothing intense
Fat
about
Willie
this
and
dude.
friends.
So you gotta
Nah, I'll
have,
fuck with you.
You gotta have terms and conditions.
Fat Willie and friends.
If you're
Yo,
actually
They
intense,
the ones
I
paying
need to
full
know.
price though.
My new brother. My new
Anybody
brother.
paying full price? Yeah.
My new
Yeah,
brother
take
want a
it, take
shirt. I'm like, damn.
New brothers
You
crazy.
made
Yeah, Fat be having new
you
brothers every
dude
day,
flexing in
right?
the mirror all of a sudden.
Oh, that's it.
You friends with him
He
now.
got a twin at the gym now. So he
Oh, who?
You ain't never seen nobody look like me.
That's a fact. So who the twin?
Never.
I don't,
Except
I don't
for-
know his name. But
Oh, word? He was
Except-
having a whole conversation with homeboy yesterday.
He bought him
That's
sneakers
his
too?
man, son.
He bought him sneakers too?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You
nah.
bought him sneakers.
bro, now that's him.
I ain't see a sneaker yet.
I
I ain't see a sneaker yet. You when they first met? You ever heard about the story when they first met?
I'm about
Now
to
he paid for that. That wasn't free.
Yeah, but he just heard he looking for Yeezys next day. My man showed
but-
up with the Yeezy factory. Open up the trunk, yo, whatever
Nah.
you need.
I used to sell kicks.
okay.
So it was a few guys in the gym selling kicks, but they couldn't get everybody their size and what they
I
want.
had the Red Octobers in my cart back in the day.
I had a plug for those.
I was pissed.
I had every-
them in my fucking cart. I was not to cut that, but I want to hear what you're saying. But I had them in my cart. I was checking out, and they just went boop, gone.
Gone.
Somebody
One of
got
the
it.
greatest sneakers of all time on some real.
Dude, I was like,
Hesitated.
what? Also, my dumbass.
That's
I
like
bought
101.
I bought 10 and a halves for years, thinking that was my shoe size. And I was like, why is my toes always feeling like shit in these Jordans and shit like that? I need 11s the whole time. My dumbass. I kept buying 10 and a half for some I was stuck on it. I'm like, nah, I won't buy 11s. I need 10 and a halves.
It depends on the sneaker though, the shoe size. But
Yeah.
you were saying
Yeah, as you were saying, you had the
kick
sneaker
flipper
game.
kick
Yeah,
flipper
nah,
fab.
I definitely had the plug. So he was struggling. So I just
I was struggling trying to find a pair of sneakers.
Yeah, him and a couple other guys.
struggling
Never-
trying to find a home
Never,
in a place
never.
in a place in a place for somebody
talking
to teach him how to
crazy.
work out. You know what I'm saying?
never,
You saw his face.
never.
You saw his face when he said he was struggling. He
had
took a
that-
second. He took his.
You gotta tell you.
Damn.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's my mom. I said,
No
oh, nah.
doubt. No doubt.
Nah,
That's how we met.
It was him and
How we
two other
met.
guys. They couldn't. So I was like, yo, I could get you that. They're like, yeah, right. Like 2-3 days, I popped up. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Amy.
And from that point, I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
I was like, we gotta
take
work.
you-
We
I'll
gotta work on your weight, but you cool.
Yeah, never.
He's like,
You cool,
I'll
my
take.
nigga.
I'll
We gotta
take-
work on your size, nigga, but
Never.
we cool.
I'll
son.
take you under my wing and call
You know
you
what I'm saying?
my
You
son.
got you.
Never.
Your muscles should at least match your beard, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
didn't have it like that
We gotta
back in
work
the
on it. It wasn't as
It wasn't as big. Yeah,
Wasn't as-
yeah.
but it was coming in.
Pause.
It was coming in.
Hey yo, hey yo.
What's that prominent?
Well, he had a couple people giving him new beard oils. You know,
Nah,
like,
yo,
you know
this-
what I'm saying?
And they filled
Big
up.
girls.
Never.
You know, he like them big girls. Say,
Monetization
you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the big girls. Watch out for the big girls.
It's over.
Scrap the episode. Scrap the episode.
Anyway.
I appreciate everybody for fucking with us, but for now,
Anyway.
he's not-
Anyway, no, but yeah, 100%. Marketing wise,
Oh, man,
that's,
it's like-
that's key. We got to bring it right back.
No,
we got to bring it right back.
In terms of marketing, we could all sit here, but bro, I've seen, like, I'm gonna use a prime example. I've seen a lot of spots get marketed. Like I only eat halal, right? So it's like it's just like kosher.
What does that mean? I was going to say, what does that exactly mean?
It's how you kill the animal.
Okay.
So you cut at the jugular vein what the animal does not suffer.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? So
I know.
there's no
I know
suffer-
kosher. I didn't know halal was just,
Exact same thing. So
when you say when they say like halal food or
It's
the
just
halal
like the-
guys, it's just it was all technically kosher food.
technically that's all. People think when people think halal, they think chicken over rice.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, because those were the pioneers of really putting halal out there in terms of like that we are using halal meat. But anywhere you could stop into Mickey D's and they'll probably have a halal. Like we source from a halal vendor.
Gotcha.
It's just how you kill the animal. So there's no, because Tyson Foods, for example, there was an article that came up that they pin gun the chickens in their head. To us, that's cruelty. You don't want no animal suffering. You don't want to see the next, even if you're killing, for example, I'm sacrificing a goat, no other goat should be around to see the other goat getting sacrificed because it causes mental stress.
So
that also affects the body of the
affects
meat.
the meat.
It affects the meat quality too.
Native Americans used to also kill the same way.
But now the question is, do you think that there's I think that shooting the thing in the head with a pin gun is obviously horrible. I think though, like at the other side of the spectrum is like letting the animal just bleed out slow.
No, once you cut the jugular vein, the soul is gone. The bleeding out is gone. You get what I'm saying? So once the jugular vein is gone, that's it. There's no life in it. It's just gonna
Instantly.
it's off of just
Nerves.
reflexes
That's the
and
nerves.
nerves.
That's the
You're gonna
nerves that's
see them
making
kick in and whatever,
Yeah.
but they're gone. That's it. You get what I'm saying? Even like you see them reading on it or like just speaking to it calmly before and then doop, and it's done. It's not more so.
But what about, for example, the dude that was on the ice? Do you ever see that video? It was fucking crazy. The dude who was
Back
playing
in the day?
hockey, he's the goalie.
With
the
the-
dude
the-
tripped
the-
and the jugular vein nicked. He was alive that whole time while he's bleeding out.
Nicked, not completely cut.
Was it completely because it's a certain
Once it's
cut,
completely-
the knife has to cut through the jugular vein.
No, it wasn't a complete cut.
Oh, it wasn't.
No.
So it was just nicked.
It wasn't a
that's why.
complete cut. Yeah.
So that and
And
then
I'm thinking of just like, okay, it's bleeding out regardless.
now the meat also changes in terms of like, but when the way it's killed, it tenses up, blah 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 blah. So everything about the butt leads out to also like bacteria in the, because when you let the blood out, you're letting the bacteria flow out. If you ever seen like in cooking, they tell you if you're throwing meat, for example, let the water flow. Don't leave it sitting in water because then bacteria could accumulate in that water. So when you let it flow, it's like a river.
Gotcha.
Why does where people think rivers are like the purest water? Because the water is consistently flowing, touching on rocks.
No
It's like a
stagnant- no
filtration
stagnant water,
process.
yeah.
So that's the same thing when you're killing something. Once you let the blood out, it's a filtration process. But if you look at most halal spots, everybody doing what? Hot chicken tenders,
chicken over rice,
chicken
white
rice, chicken
sauce,
tenders, blah 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 blah.
barbecue sauce.
Now, in terms of marketing, anybody could come out there and just post a chicken tender, be like, "Oh, I had this chicken tender and it's better than that." Mind you, it's the same damn recipe just floating around. But what makes that now? Forget the marketing. Now, what makes that brand special? You're gonna have to look at branding, the man behind the branding, the face, the person who's pushing it. Okay, I could connect with this guy. I think
Yeah.
this dude is dope. I want to give once people like you, they're gonna give you their money, bro. That's my biggest theory in life. Once people like you and they respect you and they like what you're doing, how you carry yourself, you take it all their money. When I work sales, it's the same thing. People like you. It's about liking you. I want to go to him because I like him, so I'm gonna buy with him. It's beneficial for him.
You got an emotional connection.
yeah, it's literally
You
that.
I use this example all the time. You line up 10 videographers, and we all have the same quality. We all have the same style, like what have you.
It's who you
Like,
connect with.
It's the person, though. Like maybe somebody enjoys working with that person over me. Maybe more people enjoy working with me. Whatever it is, it's just like
It's
you buy
exactly what
into
that is.
people.
Being a trainer, same vibe.
So
You
like look into like the brands, right? So we create an intensity account by itself, and then there's Jamal. Jamal's personal brand as the CEO is always going to have more of a following than just the brand itself because people are buying into Jay.
That's really what it is. If we look at all certain stuff like my cookie dealer, why people buy it? Because of Juan Diesel. Right? There was a connection with Juan. If there's any brand that popped off, there had to be a face there
true.
that look at when Kanye went. It's a perfect example, Red Octobers. But when he shifted to Adidas, stocks was up. Why? Because we want to buy Ye stuff. Jordans. Why we buying Jordans? It's because Michael Jordan wore it. It's not because because you got LeBron. He wearing kicks. Who's really more iconic? You know, boy. Who's really more in terms of kicks right now? You gonna buy a pair of LeBrons?
You still buying Jordans? Yeah.
Exactly. If you dropping a pair of 11s next to even R.I.P. Kobe, the prototypes.
The Kobe's.
Now the Kobe's are stunning because he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like y'all these perish somehow. But
Like the Miami's and all those different.
yeah, but you
colorways.
still
They were rocking back in 12.
remember they did nothing could ever come near what Jordan did. I would say the Shaqs. Shout out to Shaqs because it was affordable. I ain't gonna hold you. Shaqs when you was young. I don't care what anybody tell me. I'm
never had
affordable.
a-
You mean the pumps?
The Shaqs when you used to go to Walmart and you rock the Shaqs, yeah, and the Iversons.
And the Stephon Marbury's. He's not talking about the pumps though. But the
I'm
Reebok, when the Reebok pumps came out, when the Shaquille O'Neal Reebok pumps came out,
Or the Iverson,
It was
the questions or the answers,
unstoppable.
whatever.
Yeah.
Those were fire. Those were great pieces, but they still ain't lived to the 1s and the 3s and the 4s. And you get what I'm saying? So it's all about your face and what you emotional connection you create. And like exactly what you said, you could work with 50 videographers and everybody has great work. But at the end of the day, Nick knows what I want. It's like going to a barber. The barber knows, it's an emotional connection. Barber knows what you want. The barber knows how to talk to you.
How crazy is that when you have to switch up barbers for some reason?
And it's like you feeling the dude.
and I got
Dude's
a
on
fucking
it.
baldy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Turkey not that much.
Can I just say?
Turkey not that much. You could come back looking like me.
Yeah.
Can I just say I love?
He ain't
when
that
some-
good.
I love when some out of pocket shit gets said, and Fab and I, we're just on a brain. We just look at each other like, wait, we
Nah,
did.
but only
it.
certain people could pull off the baldy though. You seen Fat Bald?
Did I? Yo, he snuck it on everybody too.
He hasn't been able to see.
I was like, yo, my man, you gotta grow that back, bro.
He hasn't
You
been
gotta
able
grow
to
that
see
back.
since.
Yo, that shit
Yo.
scared me. That shit scared me.
Yo, everybody thought he was
I was
sick.
confused. Yeah.
Everybody thought he was sick, bro.
I thought we were selling Maltesers in the gym. I said, what's going on?
Yo, you supposed to let your father know what's going on, son. You supposed to let Pops know what's up, man. What's going on?
Yo,
You ain't tell me nothing.
I was confused. I'm like,
I was not wearing the Dewey with the
was
ball.
wearing-
You
he
said.
was-
That's-
Yes, you was.
Stop. No, I wasn't.
You was
He's
wearing
wearing
the
the
do-rag with the baldy, son.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't.
were.
I definitely was.
Was he
Yes,
one of
you
the dudes
was.
hit-
He was hiding it.
hitting the one strand with the comb.
No.
oh, bro, he
I
had
was
the
wearing a
baldy.
hat, a silk line hat. That's all I was wearing.
Silk line.
Yeah.
Oh, it was shining.
Yeah.
That's the deal with it. It was shining. You see how big shine? The same thing up
Yeah.
top.
You use the same grease.
Yeah, it was glary, bro. Shout out Fab though. He pulled it off. I gotta say that. I gotta say that.
When he left the house, his girl hit him with elbow shine.
Who was the girl?
Oh
There's no girl doing this.
There was no girl doing that.
One of those.
Never.
Nah, but again, not anybody could just pull off the baldy. Personally, I just think it's.
Oh, dude, if I start losing my hair, so I'm not. There's no shot that I hang on to the remains of what was once a great civilization. I'm out.
No,
I'm starting fresh.
once I'm losing
Listen,
hair,
the moment I seen a little bit, I
I'm
was like, yo,
next.
be gone, nigga. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done. Cut
Again,
it
it's-
off.
My dad's chrome dome.
I'll be honest with you. I can't picture with hair, bro. I don't.
I've seen the picture. It's
It's like a different
fantastic.
person. son.
For
it's
real,
fantastic.
I feel like this fits him.
Nah,
It's an intensity
yeah,
look,
it
low
does.
key.
It does. Yeah, I can't like currently.
You feel
I
me?
can't-
Like imagine Jamal with a half fade. I'm confused now.
Nah, he
I had
a
a fro.
pretty boy, so he had curls.
Oh
in it.
wow, this dude.
You didn't? You didn't?
What's wrong with curls?
You didn't have curls?
Hold on, what's wrong with the
I
curls?
did have curly hair. Yeah.
That's what I said.
What's
I
wrong
did
with the
have curly
curls?
hair.
I'm saying that
I
was his
figured.
style.
I
Yeah,
figured.
move that
nothing
mic
wrong
to you.
with
Bring
that.
that mic to
He
you.
didn't-
No, you can bring the mic to
There's
you.
nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He didn't have no straight hair, nothing.
I was about to say, what's wrong with the curls?
Tyson didn't like that.
I think, oh shit.
Who's Tyson?
His old mentor, his modeling mentor, Tyson.
Modeling
Bedford.
mentor?
Don't listen
Yeah.
to this man,
Tyson-
bro.
Was this the naked bartender guy?
Listen.
Nah, Nicky Barton came from TT. Tyson Beckford was his modeling mentor when he started off.
Who's Tyson Beckford?
The model, the real Tyson.
It's a picture here.
Just be careful what you show.
I don't got none of that.
I was gonna say I don't know what kind of picture you're about to pull up.
Yo, Jamal, who Tyson Beckford?
You don't know what?
Be the old
Oh, you
Ralph
forgot you a
Lauren
baby. You young.
model. Used to be the old Ralph
That's
Lauren
Ralph
model.
Lauren. If we talking about Ralph Lauren,
We talking about his era though. That's not.
yeah, but Ralph Lauren is still like that's a pioneering fashion, dog. Without seeing him,
The dude,
got him,
the
Mr.
dude.
Beckford.
That was his mentor.
Oh, he was an actor too, right?
I think he acted a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely did movies and shows. You see, yeah, Tyson Beckford, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know him as a model. I know him as an actor.
Definitely wasn't my mentor, yo.
He wasn't.
He wasn't?
He was not my mentor.
I can see the similar styles. No, it's a good thing. I don't know what Fab is cooking,
see it,
bro. I
man?
can see it.
Alright.
Yo, that's
Oh
a
my
good
God.
compliment, though.
Huh?
That's a good compliment.
It's a good compliment.
You getting called Tyson
I
Beckford.
can't take that. I can't take that as a
Well,
compliment.
it's better than when on TikTok they call him Joe Budden. That's better.
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do it.
They call
That's
him Joe
better.
Budden
I
on
can't.
TikTok?
I can't take that, huh?
They call him Joe Budden on TikTok?
Yeah, we got
Call me
we got
Jack Joe Budden
Jack Joe Budden.
on
Joe
TikTok.
Budden be getting violated. He be getting bodied in person. He be
Word?
getting heard. That's what I heard. You don't be hearing academics and stuff. They literally get bullied around. Joe Budden get bullied around. I don't think
that
Jamal
definitely-
J. You
that
don't
definitely
give
ain't
me
me.
Joe Budden vibes.
No,
Nah,
look,
just look
Look
wise.
wise, not how he
the
acts.
ball
Not
head
even
and
you
the
look.
beard.
I mean, yeah, okay.
What you about to say?
Yeah, he was about to say something.
What?
I thought you was about to say something.
No, I said I don't see Joe Budden and Jamal. That's Joe
You
Budden.
definitely.
He looked better, is what he was about to say.
Oh, you trying to?
Yeah, you know.
My brother, you look better, my brother.
Yo, good looking, baby. That's
You
what I'm
look
talking
better.
about.
Yes, you look better, my brother. That's my brother. Of course. You just mad. Who you got compared to Tyson Beckford?
Of course not.
Yeah,
Never.
exactly. Why you
Never.
moving like it's a bad thing?
Never.
Who you get compared to? What was son's name?
I'm
The
a
bouncer?
one-on-one.
No, the bouncer. Remember bouncer?
Bouncer. Who you talking about?
Of course he got
Simeon
the beard.
Panda and bouncer.
Oh, Bounty Hunter.
Bounty hunter. You see Bounty hunter? That's who Fab get compared with.
Fab got he got a couple comparisons.
Ain't got no comparison.
The dude from Coming to America.
Here we go. Here we go.
Soul Glow, except he just reversed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got the glow
Nah.
right here.
Here we
He had the
go.
glow up
It is
top.
glistening.
That's all. It's the
It is
same one.
glistening.
I got the
You
picture.
need to drop the viewers some beard oil routine. I ain't gonna hold you.
You do. You do.
It's in the works. Don't worry.
That's
No,
on that.
he
We're
can
gonna
come
put
out
that
with
on
his own.
TikTok shop.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the works.
Little comb it. You know what I'm saying? Little comb it.
That's the dude. That's the new. Not that, but that's the new way. That's
You could create a comb too for it. Yeah,
We
beard
could just
oil with
loop
the
a
comb.
video of
gonna
Fab
be hard.
combing his beard on TikTok, make
It'd
millions.
be hard to trademark that.
Why? The Fab Willie.
Not because what I use,
Beard oil got him
Yeah.
crying.
you can't trademark like oak, maplewood.
Oh, you
We could just
can't?
we could put your own flair on it though.
Yeah, you don't use no.
Yeah,
So
flavor.
you
gotta-
mix
gotta
oils
put your own
together.
Flair on it.
Yeah.
Oh, this man's a scientist. He working
Yeah,
in
he
the
is.
lab.
He's a chemist when it comes
Yeah.
to his beard, yo.
We could tell. We could tell.
Call him at the wrong time. I can't do it. I'm in the lab right now.
Nah, one thing.
I'm
That's a fact.
I'm
He
out
was
of my
talking to my
supply.
brother one day about beard like ingredients, bro. I was like, what the?
What is going on?
I was like,
like,
yo,
you know-
homeboy,
he's
you
like,
is
you know
a
anything
full
about-
chemist, man?
It's very intricate.
Jojoba oil.
Yo haba.
What's it called, yo?
I knew he was gonna correct me.
Oh, Jojoba.
I knew
What
he
is
was gonna
that?
correct me.
Haba oil. It's a natural.
What is it made out? You have a bark or something?
Nah.
Go
The
ahead.
whole process.
Come on, man.
Nah,
Come
I ain't
on.
even
No,
gonna get
you don't talk. Come on. Learn
he,
us.
he just want to troll in the back. That's what he
Let's
want to
go.
do.
Yeah, he does. Go on,
He want
learn
to
us.
sit
He
amongst.
did
Nah, 'cause-
50 of it, yo.
Talk about the.
It's a lot of
Fajada.
natural
50%
oils
of
I
it.
use to help promote hair growth, better skin, to keep the follicles open,
Promote
keep
hair
moisture
growth.
in.
And
Yeah.
some of those are.
Oh, I don't give up my ingredients.
Ah.
Ask him. I don't.
You don't.
If a random
The only
ask me,
person I ever heard him actually say some of the things that he uses verbatim is my brother.
But that's family. But anybody random, I'll give them the 3 basic ingredients like Haitian castor oil, tea tree.
Rosemary oil.
Nah, I don't use rosemary.
Rosemary oil.
You gotta- I don't like. It has a strong scent. I don't like
I
that.
kind of like the scent though.
You can sit back and bring that mic to you.
That same scent when you get in the
Actually,
when the Uber.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Right there.
That same scent in the Uber car.
You good?
I don't like that scent. They use strong rosemary. A lot of Indians they use a lot of rosemary.
Real?
That scent's strong. It's not. It's not.
I love rosemary in my cooking. I'll tell you that. A nice piece of steak with some rosemary on
It's
it.
good.
That's herby. That's
My
why I
aunt-
like
my-
it. It
my-
has such strong herb.
My dad's sister is named Rosemary, and I fucking hate her. So that ruined the herb for me. So
Not buying
Rosemary,
that.
yeah.
Anything
Rosemary, I hope you
rosemary
watch
don't
it.
like.
I walk.
Rosemary, I hope you watch it.
Yeah, I hope she's not on this earth anymore. But
Jesus. That's
I'm not
huge.
wishing harm on her. I'm just saying, I just
She
wouldn't
didn't
be upset
exist
if I
anymore.
found out she wasn't here anymore.
Would it phase you?
Wouldn't phase me. Nah, we wouldn't
Wait,
skip
so
a beat.
what did she? What did she do that she hated like that?
I'll break it down.
Oh,
Here we go. We're gonna get into a therapy session.
exactly. Segment Aunt Rosemary.
My father had. How many sisters did he have? I think he has 4 sisters, 4 or 5 sisters. 'Cause you can't keep track of like all the witches of the East. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep track of all of them. So when my parents got divorced, my father's side just were super nasty to me and my mom, especially to me because I was my mother's son.
That's crazy.
My dad always took his family's side over my own.
So
My grandmother at the time used to like shut the door and make me stay in the basement when there were certain family things going on. Like it would be subtle. It wasn't all the time, but she'd be like, yeah, go downstairs and play, and like shut the door because my dad had his apartment downstairs at the time because he was living with my grandparents at the time. So I would be forced to basically go downstairs and be by myself when they would have like get-togethers and whatnot.
With the family.
just because your mom was technically an out, they didn't rock with
They
your
didn't
mom.
like my mom because my mom divorced my father because he just was on a self-destructive type of path and he wasn't a very good human being to be around.
So they took that on you.
They took that out on me when I was around, but they just hated my mom. Like during the divorce, they threw up a red X on my mother's front door. Like they're just nasty human beings. They just suck. They just are nasty.
But that shows you that could really affect the kid's childhood.
Oh yeah, no, it fucked me
You
up.
know what I'm saying? Like
it fucked me up.
somebody
So-
probably watching,
He's
probably
innocent.
going through. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what does a child have to do with that?
Yeah,
That's the
why do
shit that
to a
drives me
child?
crazy though.
You
Hence
really,
why I asked you. I was like, maybe
you really are a bad person when you start doing things like
No,
that.
they're
that's gonna
shot. They're
affect
shot.
kids.
So-
That's-
So I got along with one of his sisters. She was always okay, but they were all just equally. And at the head of the snake is his
grandma,
mother.
yeah.
So she was just always really just nasty. And I just never. It was just never an enjoyable.
crazy.
And
The
how
grandmother's
old
are
were
the
you?
best.
yeah,
Yeah, like
grandmother,
no one
grandmother
that,
and grandfather
No,
usually
nasty.
like.
Once you see the grandkids-
I used to
That's
call
crazy.
my father's side of the family. Well, I still do the grandparents because I just
Title.
I call my grandma, grandfather, mom, and daddy for a while.
no.
Yeah,
Same. My son
That-
is
that-
like
that was-
when
that
he sees
was-
my mom, that's
that
mom,
was
that's
basically
mom.
my mother's father and mother. So
Yeah.
my mom's side of the family, I was super close with. I basically grew up as their.
When did you start clocking this though?
What do you mean?
Like when did you start realizing like, okay, I'm the ugly duckling?
You notice, and you just don't want to be around them, but because your parents are split up.
Like how old? What age? Did
Oh,
you
I was
start
young,
to really
man.
take it in and reach and really realize.
Like once you started realizing, like going back to your mom, like I don't think I want to go chill with dads.
You know, it's not even a matter of like I don't want to go chill with dad. It's just I would come back a different person. I'd be nastier. I'd be like mean and angry because
Because you'd be hurt.
I dealt with shit all weekend there.
Yeah.
Well, you were
And it was-
pent up.
and it was
you were locked up.
and it was unrestricted. My dad wouldn't take me to do really any exercise or anything like that. He'd buy my affection a lot of times, buy me the newest Pokemon or the newest like video game to just
and
keep me
feed you
busy,
crazy.
feed me like crazy, and that's why I gained all my weight when I was younger. That's why at 10th grade I was 270, bro. That's fucking crazy.
270 in 10th grade.
Yeah.
270 in 10th
Yo, remember
grade.
he was saying that he ended up losing almost 100 pounds to do.
Well,
when
so I was
you- when you-
270 in 10th grade.
I thought
dropped-
that was later on.
No, well, I was 270 in 10th grade. Then I dropped down to 190 in
Senior year.
10th to 11th grade.
Wow, so
That summer, I dropped from 270 down to 190.
what you do?
Truthfully, I did like a keto diet before I even knew what keto was. I was doing like ham and cheese roll-ups for lunch. I was walking the track. I was playing a ton of handball. Like I was active. I was just doing a lot, and my body just sucked it up. Like literally, just got crazy. It was quite the transformation. And then a couple years later, I started dating my long-term girlfriend at the time. Got comfortable, stopped training as hard. Like I was hanging out with her, eating, just like
And
first relationship, man.
And the
Like-
fat cells boop exploded,
and then I went up to 240 by the time I was in college. So then I was 240, and then we broke up, and I just said, all right, it's time to like get back on. So I went from 240 to 150 in a year to compete on stage.
wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah.
It shows you though, no matter what life throws at you, is how you really try to approach it. Because you
Well,
seems like,
what you learn from it.
yeah, it's like a lot of obstacles. It's
take
not
out
a
of
loss. It's really more like a lesson. A lot of obstacles to face in terms of like even the closest thing is affection, right? You could tell someone who lacked affection growing up. Like you could tell from, like you said, you would come back aggressive. You would come back this because you're holding all that in.
And my mom was grounded, man. I'm very lucky. My mom was mom and dad. I mean, you both have met
Your
my
mom is amazing.
Yo,
Yeah, she's
like if
great.
she wasn't like that, I would have been way different than I am.
And how'd she cope with it? Because of course a mom. you know,
Unfortunately, my mom had to be a career woman. So because she didn't have a man to like
So she had to
support in that aspect of just being able to raise the child or whatnot, she had to like go above and beyond in terms of like money making, constantly working. So I mean, there were plenty of times where I grew up literally sleeping on my mom's office floor. Like I would just be there all night. I'd be sleeping all the time in her office.
and your relationship with your pops now, how was that?
I haven't spoken to my dad in over a year.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad has multiple sclerosis, so he's been sick since my entire time that I've known him, like since I was born. So he has MS. He lives down in Freeport. I don't know if he's still alive. I'm pretty sure he is. It's sad to think that I don't care. My breaking point has been just listening to his nasty rhetoric about my mom for years. When my mom,
Yeah, you can't do that.
when my
do
mom,
that.
when my mom is not a saint, but she has broken her ass for
raise you.
years
To raise you.
to stay afloat.
Yeah.
And he's wasted a lot of money in the divorce, like making her drag out the proceedings and all this shit when he didn't have to. Like that money could have went to me later on. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have saved all that money. She even says that all the time. She's like, that could have went to Nick. But instead, almost $100,000 in fees of court hearings and whatnot.
Damn.
Yeah, he dragged it
Yeah,
out. He
that
wouldn't
shit-
sign paperwork. He's a dick. My dad is a very stubborn human being. The problem inherently with my father is he doesn't know how to be a dad. That was his problem.
Got you.
Like I see Jay with his kids, pushing them, being a beacon of like masculinity for his son and strength for his daughter. That's something that a lot of families, number one, don't have. But looking at from the outside in, from me, which I really had no father technically, you look at that, you're like, damn, what would that have been like if I had a dad that pushed me a little bit? Now listen, my dad was sick. He couldn't do a lot of those things.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Nah, he could've
It's also the mentality and
Correct.
the energy.
Correct. Like
and
I
the
could
negativity that
I could
that
understand
follows.
some things. Like I used to get upset because my dad couldn't like throw a baseball with me. Like that hurt for a long time because I see the other dads that could.
Right.
And I was watching my father get progressively worse. I was watching him have to lift his own leg up in the car to hit the brake pedal when he was driving.
Got you.
I watched him start to
First
lose.
off, that's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Shit.
I watched, he was an iron worker. He had MS and he started.
You sleep while you drive? Same shit. Almost died twice. He's talking about that's dangerous.
It's crazy.
I could picture Jamal too.
Yo, that
I could
that
picture
day-
Jamal too.
That day was crazy.
Nah,
man.
he don't say my fault. He try to act like nothing ever.
Nah, I ain't gonna fight that.
Yo, you still have the car?
It was one time.
Oh, it's nobody on the road.
We drove,
From AC.
and I hate to say this, we drove from. I picked everybody up. We drove all the way to AC. We Ed Fort, and
Worked out,
Ring
ate.
of Combat, and then that goes on till 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
So Ed
Chill out-
Fort,
chill
we
after.
finished. We went. We ate afterwards. I was like, you know what? I got work early in the morning. Let's go. Let's hit the road. We get in the car. We driving.
Why didn't you
Right.
just let one of them drive?
Hold on. Yeah. That's.
He needed his.
I'm driving. I'm thinking I'm all right.
He needed his
Good.
30
Driving.
minutes.
All of a sudden, there's
Say he was
nobody on the
good.
road. All of a sudden, I'm just like, and I drift off. I hit the, and I jump up. Fam was like, yo, what the-" and I said, damn, you see niggas try to run me off the road? That shit crazy, son.
I'm up.
And I'm sitting there like,
Yo, son, you about to hit the turnbuckle. You about to hit the turnbuckle. Yo, ain't no other lights or nothing. You know Russ?
Who?
Russ?
Russ Nah.
He sleep.
Cave.
was it that time too? Yeah, it was, because then
Ed
we
with
had to
y'all?
switch. No,
Remember
Ed
the-
stayed, because he was
No,
out there. He was out there.
Tire rip.
The tire, yeah, we ended up getting the
Changed
flat.
tire, yeah.
Oh my
We pulled over. Yeah. So after that, he was like, yo, pull up, I'll drive. I said, all right, bet. I get in the car. Sit down, we driving. I'm like, yeah, finally. I'm actually close my eyes right now. Fab look wide awake. I close my eyes. Tire bust. So then my other man in the back seat,
He sleep the whole time.
yo, when I talk about sleep,
Never woke
we
up.
pulled over,
Change the tire.
changed the tire, jacked the car up, changed the tire, had his car door open the whole time.
This is
My man
Zeus?
was, yeah,
Yeah.
knocked out the whole time. Put the car back down, boom, 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 we driving. He wake up, yo,
We almost there.
fam.
Slump.
I'm like, yo, we had to change the tire and everything. He said, what you mean? You should have woke me up to help you. I was like,
Nah, you were sleeping so
dude,
nice.
the door was wide open. We was making noise. I had to empty my whole trunk to get the.
Chase hit the side of the car with the jack.
But
Trying to wake him up.
Was he really knocked though?
that's the question.
Nah, he-
Because you know sometimes you see that.
Yeah, he had one eye. One eye.
Yeah, he didn't want to change the tire. Nah, I don't know.
Don't
I don't know.
I think he was asleep. I think he was
What
asleep.
time of year was it?
This is
Now, it wasn't cold because I had on the T-shirt.
He hit that sleep apnea snore.
I was outside the car changing the tire with a T-shirt. Yeah, so it wasn't
I
cold.
don't care, but
I
car
don't
sleep,
like the
I
cold.
feel like it was like March, April.
Yeah.
car sleep. On top of that, door open, lifting. Hey, was he a big dude?
Yeah, you're a big dude.
Nah, he didn't work out with us.
No, he's a big dude, but he didn't work out with us.
Oh, he said lift then.
No.
does he
You
lift?
guys lifting the whip,
Lifting the
guys changing the tire, mass shaking going on. You trying to tell me you ain't feel that?
Nah, it's not happening.
I don't know. Zeus, come to the light. Zeus, come to the light. You get reported for some crimes.
I think he was just knocked out.
Nah, he
I don't
definitely hit y'all
know.
one of these.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
yeah, so yeah, I definitely fell asleep on the road that one time.
And you sitting in the back. You sit in the back moving, bro. What?
Watching me. He was watching me sleep.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you talking about?
watching me sleep.
No, son sleeping.
Oh yeah. Whole time.
Normally, if I'm falling asleep, my body jumps like
Yeah,
crazy.
you get the joke.
I get the crazy. My whole body flares like
yeah,
crazy.
the flinch. Yeah.
But I
That's-
didn't
that's
get
a
that. I went to sleep easy.
That's a natural
Like,
response.
comfortably. Yeah,
that your
'cause of
body
nerves.
does
Yeah.
to like because it thinks that you're getting so relaxed so quickly. It thinks that you're almost like dying.
Yeah.
That it sends this signal throughout your body to
That is
to
crazy
nerves.
because sometimes
Yeah.
that happens. Like especially
Almost
when
knocked
you're
Fab-
tight,
almost
and you're so
knocked Fab
tight.
out.
You're like, oh, we just falling asleep.
Yeah.
I almost knocked Fab out in the car once. I was in the passenger side. He's driving.
Yo, we almost didn't make
I'm
Big Baby
falling
fight
asleep.
at the Barclays.
Why with that? He
I was falling asleep.
I'm driving because he fighting his sleep, fighting his demons, right?
Well, he only gets
Nah,
20
that
minutes a day. So
You twitching? I feel like everybody twitching.
Nah, but it's not a regular. It's like a. But we in the car, so I'm driving. He's just. So I'm like, yo, what? Music
so
playing.
what?
The second time he did, I'm like, yo. But now he's snoring. So
you
I'm watching.
confused.
No, I'm watching while I'm driving. Hands come. So grab it. Say, yo, son, you bugging the fuck out. Like, come on, son. I'm going to hit you, son. For real.
I'm knocked out. I'm knocked out.
He
I don't know what's
slumped.
going
He
on.
don't hear me, so I had to wake him up. So I called Big Baby, like, yo, son, Jamal and I'm making. I'm dropping him off on the Jackie Robinson right now, son. Come get him. If he hit me again, I'm a violator.
just lead him up against the divider like.
Yo,
a
so what you do when you sleep next to the kids?
You don't.
Well, no, my kids.
They
they'll
sleep
come
with
and-
pants.
They'll literally be like this. They'll be like, well, they know now. I've scared them before by mistake. Like that's just how I wake up. If you be like, yo, daddy, I'm like, what the fuck? Who's here? That's just how I get up. I get up like that.
Almost killed
And
his
I-
old kids.
My babies would be crying,
just-
bro. And
they
I'm like,
just
oh my
sleep
god,
with
oh my
the mitts
god,
on.
I'm so
You
sorry.
sleep with the
sorry.
bits. They can't
Now
catch the
they
ball.
come in
And everything.
and they be like this, daddy. And I'm like, huh? They're like, can I get in bed with you? And I'm like, yes, come on in. But
Straight fear.
Bro.
yeah,
I twitch. I talk a lot in my sleep though. Like once I be talking a lot in my sleep.
He's giving
Like, I
out
be having
recipes.
full blown combos, bro. My mom recorded me once too. Wifey recorded me once too. I be full blown conversation. Like, yo, you was bugging out. And I be cursing. I'm like, what? And one time I heard it and it's a full blown conversation. One time I was talking about a soccer game.
you know it was you. If you
Stress.
talk about soccer, you know it was
No,
you.
I be hearing the conversations and I'm just like, yo, bro, this really me knocked out. And then one time, sometimes I wake up and I see crumbs on the table.
Sleep eating?
I be sleep eating a lot.
Damn.
That was a bad habit I had to. That's why sometimes I used to cut snacks from the crib. Brownie crumbs on the table, Ritz crackers, peanut butter, peanut butter spoon on the counter.
He's got
You
amnesia.
sure you asleep?
Nah, he wasn't asleep.
You know that feeling when you had a sugar in the middle of the night and it just
Yeah. Wifey wakes up. He's got a little. He's making s'mores with a little fire.
pause that. But you know what I mean. Like when
Nah, I don't know what you mean.
you definitely know when it just like
I've never done
when
that.
it hit the palate now.
Fab has no idea.
I've never done
Fab definitely know when it hit the palate now.
that. Nah, I don't know
Oh
what you're
man,
talking
Fab
about.
just capping. He just capping for
I
the
never
camera.
know what you're talking about.
Nah, but
Mongolian beef
yeah,
at 2
yeah,
a.m.
so
Fab is just tasseling.
Mongolian beef at 2 a.m.
Not capping.
Oh.
I walked in just when we came. I said, yo, what's going on with the tassels, son?
Yeah. He's tasseling.
Nah, the tassel's fire.
Yeah.
You violate.
Mongolian
Got
beef
you,
at
though.
2 a.m. I'm saying you.
Why are we doing this podcast here? We should be doing this in like Dubai or something.
Yeah, for real.
Is it a
Fact. That's a
Don't,
fact.
don't hit me what I did for my man. Come on. You walk around with that thing all the time. He be going to Sparta with that, right?
Nah, I used to. When we used to go to Bev's, I always had that head wrap on. I got mad videos like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He been had the tassel on. Today's just a little tassel.
A little extra. He clipped on an extra few.
It's clean though. It's
He got it for me when
He
he went to
added a couple?
Monaco.
He added a couple for the cameras.
Stitched them on and everything.
You got to do it for the.
Nah, but yo, I really like what you said with the whole growing up stuff because someone probably out there definitely listening to this and probably going
And they
through
need
the
that.
same- and they need that
Going through the same.
because they probably going through the same and it's like that feeling because we have kids so we know that feeling like once with my son I'm so protective it's like yo like sometimes I worry like when he grow up when he go to school and someone try to say something just his feelings so I could feel for you like damn like how you at a gathering like yeah go play downstairs and you just shut the door like
And you-
that's isolation
Yeah.
that's like you're a cyclops baby I want nothing to
Yeah.
do with you
Yeah, dealt with a lot, man. Over the years, my dad would just his best friend, who will go unnamed, his best friend had a son about the same age as me, and just like you want to talk about more like the dude who never grew up from high school, like he was the varsity team, like this
Yeah, yeah.
guy just couldn't never get past, like that was his peak, and
oh, I seen the TikTok about that the other day It's actually-
shot.
That's homeboy from the show that I always send videos of. Al Bundy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same, but
Bundy.
same rock, like, and his son was just a piece of shit. But my father would go and obviously talk shit about me and my mom to them.
And then
And
he would come to school
They would.
and start
I wasn't
talking
even in
shit.
school with him. I would just be like, we just get together, and he just always have something to say, or they'd say something nasty about my mom.
Nah,
or
chill.
they'd be like,
do that.
they'd be like,
That's crazy.
your last name isn't Rizzo, like they'd say to me, because that's my mom's last name.
Yeah,
I don't. My dad's last name is on my government ID. I don't use it. Rizzo is my mom's last name, which is on my government ID too. So when I started really just calling myself Nick Rizzo, it's funny because like before college, it was because it was high school still. Best Buy. I used to work at Best Buy. I had a couple jobs. Everybody called me Puya. Is my other last name.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, though, it was like the distance between my dad and I just continued to grow. And then I was just like, all right, Rizzo. I'd rather carry on my grandfather's last name than my dad's.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the route that I've always just been on. So, they used to like message me like, yo, your last name is Rizzo, like this and that. Like any would be out of pocket shit. They would just like try to like dig in random shit. So Rosemary, the one that I don't like, one of my last straws with her was my dad was sick in the hospital. I was calling my dad every single day. I just didn't go down and visit him because he lives in the South Shore. I was busy with work, but I called him every day and I'd be on the phone with him for about an hour. Not because I had to, because I wanted to check up on him, see how things were, and he was fine. She messaged me this whole nasty thing. You're fucking disgusting. You should be down here by your father's side. Fuck you. Like all this shit. Okay.
That's crazy.
Yep. But no one was by my side when I was.
Yeah,
little.
no one
Nobody's
gave
at
a fuck
my
when I was
side.
little.
You locked me in the basement, fam.
So that was kind of the last straw, and I've talked about, and I'll say it for this, just for like the refresher for people that haven't heard it. So it was I used to call my dad daily. I wouldn't go visit him every time because he's down in Freeport, and I have a lot of shit to do. But I'd call him daily and just see how he was doing. Once again, it was always a struggle. My dad and I don't really have anything in common. We don't really have
But
a
you
lot
tried,
in
though.
common. I tried. I try to watch videos with him. I try to like make him laugh. I try to show him things that like I'm doing. The bodybuilding he was like somewhat interested in. He'd ask me about like fitness and whatnot. But like other things I try to like include him on that I was getting into. And he would just be like, yeah, I just don't really care. I'm like, okay. Like, just kind of like dealing with that shit. Yeah, it was very cold, man. Very cold. So we were talking, and my mom and my aunt's husband passed away a long time ago. My mom's sister, and that's the only sibling that she has. So it was like right by Thanksgiving of 2023, I think now. Yeah, 2023. It was like 2 days before Thanksgiving, and so him and I are talking, and he's just like, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Angela's house." I said, Mom, Grandma, everybody cooking this and that, and he just goes, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, wow, the Rizzo sisters are actually gonna get off their asses and do something." I was like,
Bro.
I was like,
leave it alone, son.
I was like,
Emotional.
I was like, yo, where have you been? Like, my entire life, they've done all the cooking. He's like, oh no, when I was around, I go, when were you around? Mom and you got divorced when I was 2. What were you around? 2 years before that?
Yeah.
When were you around? And he starts like, backpedaling a little bit. And I said, and he starts saying some more out of pocket shit. And my response was, and it's unfortunate that I had to go this route.
So you're.
But I had to speak to my father like another grown ass man that I don't know. And I said, let's just be very clear about something. You always got something to say about my mom. You always got something to say about my grandmother, my aunt, shit like that. I said, going forward, you watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll come down there, I'll slap the shit out of you. I was like, I'm not playing.
Man, the man.
Going on and on. I was like, yo, you understand me? And he's like, he's not. I said, no. Like, this is when you answer. I was like, this is when you say, I understand Nick. I go, I don't play that shit. I go, don't speak about my fucking mother like that ever again. I said, you got it? He goes, got it. That was it. I haven't spoke to him since. He hasn't reached out. He followed me randomly on TikTok a couple months ago. Like 6 months ago, 5 months ago. You're not a man, bro. You're not even going to reach out. Say, hey, yo, listen.
You gonna drop this snippet on TikTok?
I fucked up. I'll drop this on fucking TikTok. I don't give a fuck.
What's
What's he gonna? What's he gonna do? Send some of his beta nephews after me? The fuck out of here.
Beta nephews.
I mean, when they walk in, they see Jamal and Fab. Maybe Mio they'll try to do something. They see Jamal and Fab. I don't think anybody's doing anything. Maybe Mio they'll try to bully us a little bit, but we'll be all right. I still got something to say.
Still got it?
You still a little sneaky with yours.
You know what
We
I'm
ain't forget. We ain't forget.
I still got something in the tank, you know.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, it's unfortunate that's what my childhood was. However, it did show me what I don't want to be. Should I become a father one day? I don't want to be like that. I want to lead by
course not.
example. I want to be a strong influence for my children. I don't want to be like this non-existent dude. That's
You can't be. You can't.
Well, but you can be because there are so many.
You
people
can,
that
but
are.
I'm telling you, you can't
Yeah,
be.
you can't be
If you
because
really
that's not in
love
our-
your children
Yeah.
and you want the world to succeed, you can't be. I probably feel the
What
same
world
way.
to succeed. What we say?
It's the truth.
Go ahead.
So if you,
Have some more weak-minded kids.
Weak-minded kids on the way here.
that's what I'm talking about. I can't stand that. That's one thing I cannot
You
stand.
want more Cocomelon
And-
and iPad kids?
Nah,
Yeah, line them up,
yo,
right? We need more of those in the world.
No, I don't know how it is.
Rachel.
iPad is low key. I mean, we'll get into that conversation.
We
Maybe.
can get into that. It's not a
so
dig at.
I-
It's not a dig at people that utilize it.
I just
No,
felt attacked.
You could use.
did feel
you could-
attacked.
You
I feel
could definitely
attacked.
utilize it. It
Nah,
has
but
its
my son
positives.
uses it in a very
Heard a
positive.
bead of sweat drip off his forehead and hit
I
his
swear
beat.
I'm not that dad. Like, yo, here's the iPad and just walk away.
Nah, you can't be.
It's more so there's a lot of information on YouTube, bro, especially for kids. That's why there's YouTube.
What you do, Miss Rachel?
Not Miss Rachel. A different
Heard
stuff
she's
like
good.
Yeah.
you know. I heard Miss Rachel's good, but I do, for example, mostly Arabic stuff, right? Because I want him to learn culture, learn roots. So obviously at home we all speak Arabic, but with his mom he really don't. She don't speak Arabic, so it's like I don't want that separation gap too, where it's like okay, like he's missing out on that. So I try to put that in front of him just to get an idea, because this is the age where they're like spongy.
Yeah, they
And you
soak it
know
all
that
in.
it's the age where like everything.
How old is
like,
he now?
He 4. The other day I dropped the egg and I was stressed, and he comes up to me. He goes like, "It's okay, dude." Bro, I had the best day of my life.
Yep.
I swear to God, I had the best day of my life. The mere fact my son just told me it's okay, dude. First of all, I don't know where the hell he learned dude from, but you got it.
Well, he put that
And the
out
way
there,
he
son.
said it, he
Learn
just
all
looked
this
at me.
lingo.
All the teeth is out now. It's okay, dude.
Yep.
And I was like, for him to tell me it's just the egg, life moves on.
Yeah.
That's from a child. You could still learn from children. Bro.
Yep.
So that's why I'm not.
That's exactly what my son did. Zion literally one day was talking about. He was looking at something on YouTube, and he was explaining it to me. And he was like, "But he's a beta." And I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, he's a beta." He was like, "Yo, Sigma life." I said, "What are you talking about,
Yeah,
bro?"
Sigma life. Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, whatever." But it's you know, I'm a very stern and I'm not like crazy strict, but I don't like weakness.
Yep.
Like I really don't. I don't like stupidity and I don't like weakness.
And ironically, a lot of that starts back.
What you laughing at?
What's going on?
You definitely don't. You don't like stupidity and you don't like weakness.
I don't at all. It'll drive me crazy. So with my kids,
Well,
I'm
it starts,
very
it
stern.
starts at the home though.
I'm rough, but at the same time, I give them a lot of affection.
Yeah.
And like you said it, Russell said it. A lot of people that don't know me, aside from like Fab's, like this is family, right? So he knows me around my kids. He knows my kids. Like he knows me overall. But the people that don't know me around my kids, like the first time you ever see me with my kids and Russell and stuff like that, you guys said the same thing, and it makes me feel great, like I'm doing a good job. But I'm always in fear. There's gonna come an age when, you know, they get older, teenagers, and they're not gonna want to hang out with me no more, right? And I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? These are my little motherfuckers right here, right? Like I really love hanging with them. I love having them around, because right now, even if we're having a conversation here, you know, my kids will be where? Right here, engaging the whole time, having a conversation with you, talking, soaking it all in, right? And I'm like, one day it's gonna change. And one of my cousins said, you know what? I don't think so. He's like, your kids want to be around you for different reasons than most kids just want to be around their parents. Most kids want to be around their parents because they want the attention and they are trying to soak in as much affection as possible. You give them all that, they still want to be around because they're soaking and they're learning, right? And it's so important for us as fathers and as men to continue that. I mean, like, I see the kids that I train and the kids that I work with, and the kids that my children go to school with, and they are soft, but not only just soft physically, but I'm talking about like soft-minded. Everything is just complaining. They lack the problem-solving skills that we ended up having back in the day because we had to struggle to make things work, and I hate that shit.
No, it's,
I can't stand it.
it's all part of the upbringing, and that's my course now. It's more so the stuff I could have avoided when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that I could have probably do it. Yeah, my boy said tissue. He needed.
That's like when I was raising my,
he
my
need a
Egyptian
commercial
son. He was very weak-minded and emotional. Why are you laughing? I'm being serious. So when I first found out,
I'm one of the most strong-minded individuals you ever met.
that's a
It was
fact.
just
That's a fact.
some
How
day.
you get there? How you get there? How you get there? Exactly.
Just
So
some days you have patches, you know, and Fab for some reason
had-
he
you had a-
bulletproof. He don't have patches, right?
he had a few patchy
He eat
ears.
Crustables. Yes, every time you come, you have a rough day. You can't come here. I have a rough day. It was good. I just got to eat Crustables. You eat Crustables and brisket.
You had a few patchy ears though. Like
Nah, sometimes you get the emo runs, you know, and Fab was there.
it ran for like 3 years though.
That's crazy. My boy said weak Egyptian son.
Yeah.
My boy said weak Egyptian son. That's crazy. Weak Egyptian son is not.
Nah, it just is upbringing. I wasn't there from 0 to like 10. So once he became a teenager, he came to America. I was able to be more hands on. I got him right.
Yeah, I appreciate Uncle Fab.
Yeah.
I'm Daddy Fab. Appreciate you so much for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Nah, Fab was definitely good influence. It was always, again, both of these men was just always straight. There's a difference between what your father's gonna tell you, and there's a difference between when you got a small circle and what they gonna tell you. And that's something I feel like I value with both of them. Or just certain crew in
Sure, it's
general.
different.
It's just like sometimes you need to hear that raw answer in life. And I don't know if somebody else is hearing that or somebody else needs that. Sometimes that raw answer is was gonna take you from this level to that.
Nah,
level.
I think everybody needs the raw.
Everybody
answer.
needs it.
Everybody needs a raw answer. And sometimes
Some
even
people
the
can't take
person
it, though.
giving the raw answer, and that's how we were. Like the raw answer would be here, and then it would be another situation that we would assess amongst each other and speak about it, and we would direct. I'll be like, nah, you got to do this, bro. It's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
Because just like how you look out for me, I'm gonna have to look out with you with the reality. That's why I feel like a lot of circles lack. Yeah,
There's
a lot of people lack that. They try to. Oh, I don't want to hurt his feelings. though.
Sugarcoat.
Well, that's what they. Yeah, they.
I'd
Just
rather hurt your feelings.
Pussification.
As your
Said it
man's.
before.
call it what it is.
Pussification. That's
As
what
your
it is.
man's, I would rather hurt your feelings. By
You
me.
should hurt my feelings coming
Being
from
too
you.
blunt
Exactly.
hurt your feelings
Exactly.
by lying to you.
Exactly.
Well, a lot of guys don't think that.
I'd
They-
rather
they'd
you.
rather,
you
they'd rather just tap dance around like the actual
Yeah.
advice that they have
nah,
to give.
Just don't lie to me.
I've
bro.
always given
I don't
I've always
care.
given my boys, I've always given like my even family, I've always given them the hard truth when it comes down to it. Like it is what it is. Like just I can't. Yo, crazy. What are you about to say?
No, one day we were in the gym, and I definitely had an off day, and I leave. Right in my mind, I know I have an off day,
Yo,
so I
thought I used to tell
I'm
you
driving home.
you being real pussy.
Emo.
I get home later on at night. I get a message. I look down, it's Fab. I go to click the message, and it's a voice note. It's not even a message, like a written. It's a voice note. And I'm like, this nigga will never leave voice notes. All right. I'm like, yo, he lost. He's something wrong. I click it. He was like, yo.
He discovered a new feature.
I'm lost.
He was like, yo,
discovered it.
I got to tell you, man.
What was the?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, he was being mad
You was
pussy.
a
in the
whole
gym.
pussy today in the gym, bro. I'm not gonna let you.
Facts.
I'm not gonna hold you, son. I gotta let you know.
He had an old you moment. He just mad emotional.
Oh, you was
Whole-
crazy, son.
old you.
Why you act like, first of all, when we first met, I really wasn't that emo. Some move like I was like on some. I see shadows in my room. You move like I used to pull up on you like that.
What was your go-to line? Oh, we want risk injury today. Every day.
Oh,
Risk injury.
yo, who
He's
came
like,
in?
yo,
Who came in? Oh, I was walking down the stairs.
He did say that he screwed his leg up.
I said, brother.
from
He said, but
crazy work.
it's all good because he was
Tough
the same
workout.
way when he first came.
never.
Bro, we come
My
in.
man used to be sitting there talking to himself in the mirror, yo.
Bro, I come in.
Yo, it's all good.
He cried that first workout, right?
Yo,
hit me
Never,
like a
never,
baby.
Never.
Yo, hear me out.
Never.
You
No
come
man
in.
can make me
You
cry.
had a rough day. You had a rough workout the day before. First thing, yo, let's leg press. All right, sound good. Yeah, we gonna warm up 3 plates for 50 reps.
That's too much. I don't like
Ah, brother, you gotta stay.
Lucky.
You
Normally
can't be emo.
100.
my ligaments.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
All of a sudden, it's 8 plates. All right,
He was being
let's do
nice.
let's do 30 reps.
He was being
Brother,
nice.
My brother, this is not realistic. I can't even do the 3 for 50. What's gonna make me do
Nah,
that?
the math
So
is
then it's
math at
yo,
100%.
you be emo. Ah, brother, let me break my leg at this point.
Have you ever seen me train with them? No, just film them. I'm out.
Bro, there was one
Nah,
time.
that's just scheduling.
I'm gonna never forget this day. There
not
was one
scheduled.
time we had the gym I go to now, Kings and Queens. It used to be called Retro. Bro, one time we had the whole gym just stopping and watching. We had 16 plates on the leg press.
Too much.
for
And
reps.
Fab is talking about
I was 20. It was 20. 10 and 10. We're here for 20 reps.
Oh, there you go, even worse.
Superset with squats.
With one play on the squat. And he's like, yo.
225 on the squat.
And you know what's sad though, Nick?
Tell me.
He did it, but he did
I
it.
can't bend over and get shit no more at this age. I really
Nah,
can't.
that
My
did-
legs is not the same.
That's your posture.
Wallahi, my legs is not the same.
That's
And
a-
you want to hear something funny?
That's a weak posterior chain.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know what I get told? You know what I get told? It's because you emo and weak, son. Brother, my fault.
He was negative before the set. That's how he.
Yeah, I kind of got to say yeah.
The supplements we
I
can get you to
agree.
fix that.
But this day,
Nah, but-
son, we had a plate on the ball. Now you know.
You don't. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let him tell this.
No,
shit,
go
'cause
ahead.
It's the truth. I had a fucked up day, bro. I really did. And I got to tell you right now, out of all the years of my life, that got to be one of the most fucked up days I ever had. And that's cool.
But
I'm
what
good
was
with
the
that.
issue though?
I'm good with that.
This,
was the issue?
It was all mental.
Nah, I don't think it's more mental.
No. For me, I'm telling you. For me,
It's 135.
That's the thing.
Bent over rows.
bro. Let me tell you right now.
Come on,
son.
son.
Let me tell you
Remember
right
that
now.
one time I went to do back with y'all and I got bodied by a girl?
We not gonna talk about that.
Yo, let me tell you right now. This was the whole shit.
He's slipping.
That was mental. That was mental. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way Jamal go get bodied by. I got bodied by a girl.
Nah, but it's
That was mental.
It's context to that. Like
No.
it
So what happened was
Oh man.
we was doing a warm up and we were saying this is gonna be our new warm up, right? So we would go through our shoulder routine like we always do for the warm up, and after each shoulder routine, we would go over to the bar. We would start with one plate and do renegade rows, bent over rows, right into deadlift with the same bar. How much? What was the rep range we were doing? With one
10
plate, it was
10
20,
reps.
20, 20. No, with one plate, it was 20, 20, 20 to start.
Well, that day was 10, 10.
Hold on, I did 10, 10, and
My
10
knees
because I
already
was fucking up
aching. My
that
knees
day.
already aching.
But either way, it was bent over rows renegade, bent over rows regular, and then right into a deadlift. Same bar, same weight, nonstop. That was the first set of the warm up. Second set, we go to 185. Third set, we go to 2 plates. Fourth set, so on and so forth. We would get to the point where we were doing bent over rows, renegade with 315, bent over rows 315, deadlift 315, and that was the fifth sequence. That's what we were doing. One day I came in there, I was in my bag, bro. We did the
Deep in the bag.
Deep.
Hey.
deep. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen me weak in all the years you know me. Never. I went out there. You seen it one time. Cool. That was the day. I get through. I only do 10 reps of the one plate. Renegade, bent over rows, deadlifts. I put the bar down. I'm like, yo, damn, man. I can't.
Bro, you know,
What the
but
fuck
this
is going on, man?
this-
How the fuck
Nah,
is this shit
son.
beating me like this?
But hear
bro?
me out.
Something ain't right.
It wasn't just a.
This is my thing though. It's okay to go through that.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, it's not.
Once in a
With
while.
135?
Once
No,
in a
it's
while.
No, it's not.
Hey, bro.
No. We do not promote. We do not promote
135?
mediocrity
135.
and pussy. That was pussy. And
You
that
a
was,
you a
that wasn't even-
human.
that's
You a
worse than mediocrity.
human.
Hold on,
What?
hold on.
It's not.
Shame.
Hold on.
Listen, that's what you got to be right here, son. That's what it is right here, son.
Omar, we
Fuck
talking
that.
About 135.
I get it, but at
What
the
is
end
that?
of the day,
He's a grown
What is that?
man.
you not. I think it's okay though, bro. You're not gonna be.
I'm falling off a building. I got both my
LeBron
kids in
don't
my
win
hand.
every final. You don't win
If it
every
was-
game.
If it was 4 plates.
Don't matter. I ain't LeBron.
If it
I'm
was
Jamal.
4 plates.
Okay,
This is what I do, bro.
Yo, if it was 4 plates, maybe even 315, I might have gave him a pass.
It's a foggy mental day. If you doing this
Well,
consistently,
he been working out for 45
then that's
years.
not okay.
Yeah, so let's break that down for a hot second.
Come on, son.
How many days? Let's put it like this. How many years you been training?
45. Right?
That's crazy. He not even.
It's a range between 42, 47. But
Okay.
I'll say 45.
Okay. All right, so 45 years.
Right?
Jamal, how old are you?
47.
58.
Go ahead.
Got the-
Go ahead.
Oh, you wasn't there for the
He's got the
birthday
birth
party at the gym.
He got
He had the liftoff party.
Oh,
Cake and everything.
he about to be 60?
Yeah.
58, Jamal. That's
Anyway, go ahead.
Crazy,
So
Out of how many years you've been training? Not 45.
Since he was 13.
I've been training since I was 13 years old.
Okay.
That's 45 years.
Yeah. So
So this is the one time.
yes. And but now check it out. Now I
Yeah,
leave,
you go to kick
and
it
in my
there.
head, I'm
Happy
just like,
birthday.
yo. In my mind, I'm like, yo, come on,
Should've put
dude,
the
what's
60
going on here?
He's
So I
holding the
leave.
cake. Watch.
And I began to tell myself, yo, it's all good. Just like
good for 58, bro.
just like the movie, players fuck up too. Today wasn't my day.
Came back.
I was willing to let it be,
He went back to the gym that night, didn't he?
but I've never ever
Oh,
let
no.
myself be.
He
Yo,
should've.
dude. When I came back after my surgery, if I couldn't do something, bro, what would I be doing? I'd be in the
Going
back room by myself in Sparta, cursing myself the fuck out, wilding out, bro. To the point where you walked in the back like, yo, Mo, you just got out of surgery. I will curse you the fuck out, might kick you in your stomach. Leave me alone. Get out.
I'm glad I met him in
Leave
this,
me alone.
in this later
Straight
point
up,
of life.
right?
After the kids.
So I was willing to be
Competitive
like,
nature,
yo,
though.
you know what?
Competitive
It's all good. I'm allowed to have a bad day.
Facts. It's okay.
No, it's
Well,
not.
if you've been working out
So-
for 45 years,
I,
135
Why you
pounds.
keep saying 45 though? Stop doing the 45. Give me tight.
He said it. He just said it. He's been working out since he was
See how,
13.
you see his straight face? He's great.
He's great.
He's awesome.
So
He
as a
sells it, bro.
grown
He
man,
sells it.
you work out 7 days a week
Risk injury.
for 45
all
years.
the time.
135 or any exercise should never phase you. Never.
He's 100% right.
No,
I agree
I'm
with
with
it.
you.
I agree with it 100%.
But there's days where you come in and what you could do
100%.
the day
You
before.
talking
It was a
you're
fucked up moment,
maybe
bro.
You get to 275, 315. You gonna have your days where it ain't moving. 135 and you sleep.
You got body by a chick before?
No,
Excuse
never.
me? I did.
So basically,
That ends conversation.
I
And it's his favorite muscle group. Well, second favorite muscle group.
Back day.
Exactly.
legs and well, anyway, either way. So I basically was willing to give my own self a pass. And as I'm doing that,
Some pussy.
I get a message.
Fab just
It's
knew.
Fab.
He had that telekinetic.
Fab was like, yo,
Watch him. Yo, how does it feel to you? Light. What are we talking about?
That's,
One thing.
that's different context. You did that?
yeah.
Has he in the mirror?
I was struggling, but now see there's so now
So he
here he is. I get the message from this dude,
bad emos. I was
and I wasn't even thinking. I get the message from this dude, and he was like, "Yo, my man, you was a whole pussy today, bro. What the fuck is that? I never seen that.
bro.
You need to chill, bro.
Bro, no edit.
Turn up, yeah.
I'm
So boom,
putting this on TikTok. I'm
fucking-
putting all 4 of our faces,
Yeah.
one after the other. Just
I never seen that before though. Son.
hung up the phone, and I hit him back. I said, "Yo, I bet you right. You 100% right. Good looking. I needed that." Play.
Next day?
No. At that point, I sat there and I was like, "Yo, why did I feel this way today? There's no fucking way this should have beat me." And I was like, "You know what? Something's wrong. Something's wrong with me, yo. It's got to be." But I was determined to find out what was wrong. Not to mention, I was drinking 1,000 milligrams of caffeine when I was drinking caffeine. I didn't realize.
And it dehydrates you.
having
So-
baby panic attacks.
I didn't even
wonder why.
I don't drink caffeine like that. But all of a sudden, I think it was Bang came out with a flavor that I liked. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:45 in the morning.
Black cherry vanilla.
Drank a Bang.
Pussy pink lemonade.
Oh, that's what I want to make, bro. I'm telling you right now. My next
it's-
flavor is pussy pink lemonade, bro. I'm telling
Nah,
you.
pussy
put that
pink
out there,
grapefruit.
bro. You
That shit's
haven't
gonna
trademarked
sell.
it
Nah,
yet.
pussy pink grapefruit.
Pussy pink grapefruit. There we go. So I'm like,
You see those videos of those fat chicks fucking?
I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, you know what? It's the caffeine.
You
But
can
in
hear the
my
sound,
mind, I'm
right?
like, I'm not drinking caffeine no more. We gonna go in and we gonna see.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell Ed to come down and hold pads for me. I'm gonna kickbox. I'm gonna do some strongman in between. I'm gonna push myself to see if it's really something wrong with me or if it's all mental.
Oh, this is that same day. He told you. You told this.
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't the same day, but he
it wasn't the same
started
day,
that
but right after that day, I was like, nah, man, something's up.
because that day
Sure
was
enough,
the worst.
but
that week,
I needed
he
this.
was
I needed the truth, and I needed it raw.
he was.
I don't
soft
need
that
somebody to
whole
be
week.
like, yo, more, but yo, son, you the man. You did this. It's okay to have an off day. I don't need that. That doesn't work for me. That don't work. I'm dead ass.
I'm the worst to be speaking to, son.
Well, yo, when you was kickboxing, we was training, right? And you was just like, yo, son, you know, that time I had to fight in Madison Square Garden, you know, shit, I wish you was there. I needed the what?
Yeah.
You needed me raw in your head, like, yo, son, come on now,
Pause.
stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
That was
It's
crazy.
more so, it's a
But it's the truth. You need
But it's
blunt-
you know how a lot of people
honesty.
say it's mental. I also think it's more heart. I think it's definitely more heart than mental because the heart is what speaks to the whole body. Without the heart, your body's not focusing, right? Your body's not going to function.
I put up a quote the other day. The work starts after the motivation leaves.
It has to be here.
Yes.
I think there was times where I would come in and just like when we'd be working out with Fab, and my heart was not about. It's not about the mind. If the
Nah,
heart,
I think that's
Nah, that's
I think it's
mental.
your mind.
no, I think it's but
Yeah,
your heart.
'cause I think
let's-
as you're on your way, you're like, you know, I ain't really sleep good. I ain't got this pre-workout ain't hitting. I don't
but
get-
it's
I-
also
I
what your
hate
heart
doing
telling you.
muscle
You
group.
know when you get your heart be telling you like a thing you be
Yeah,
driving.
but what if your body's giving you the signals that it just ain't
And
it right this second?
Because there's times
it
where
does happen.
there was times where
gotta
Fab
do?
would.
pull them panties up and get out there.
What if you wear a G-string?
bro.
What if you wear a G-string?
It's exactly what
I got
yo,
my Huggies on.
Oh.
whatever it is.
I got my Huggies on.
Turn
Bro,
them
wait,
bitches
what
backwards,
you
nigga.
Wait, what?
No, I didn't say. I said, what if you wearing a G-string?
Why would
Fab, you got tassels on, Fab. Don't make that face,
You
fam.
was
Stop
working the
it.
G-string in the gym. We was working.
Pause, boy.
So how
Hey,
How
yo.
that even come to your mental?
Wait,
Because dudes be doing it. The bodybuilder dudes be doing it.
How you know that?
They be talking about it because it don't feel
and
uncomfortable.
They fucking film the shit too. Them
Fab.
dudes is
That's
wild.
why you never saw him bend over to pick something up. He always picked it up like this.
At the squat.
Good for.
Like a hex bar deadlift.
That's-
Nah, I
Nah,
feel
but
like that.
To really say, I really feel like it's all, it's of course mental, but the heart speaks to the mind, and I just feel like more so it's like that's when you would tap in. It's not always my mom, but you tap in and pause. You getting into me. I know it sounds crazy, but that's when Fab used to be getting crazy, and I'm just like,
Nah, because the body
the-
can go further than the mental.
because also sometimes I'm the type if
Body go
someone's
further.
keeping.
Or is it the mental that pushes the body further?
Well, that's the thing.
No, but I'm the type of
The body can endure more. It's your mind that's like, yo, I'm feeling the pain, it's stinging,
yeah.
it's burning.
But in terms of
Body not
You know
clocking
what?
out.
Because
David
David
about it.
Goggins said some shit.
Think about it. When you start dying out, let's say you do 50, 100 reps or something, it start burning. You feel the pain, but your mind, you're like, nah, keep going, don't stop. Your body still performs.
Well, another
It's the mental that was going to stop you.
similar to that. If we get in the gym and you do something, I tell you to do 20 reps of it, and you get to 17, they'll start burning a little bit. You knock out to 20. You're like, all right, I got to 20. But then this next week, I'll be like, yo, you know what? Listen, let's try to get 100 straight. You be like, 100? Fuck you talking about? I'm like, listen, do what you got to do to get this shit 100 reps, and you fail at 45. That is mental. That's not heart. That's mental. Your mental knew 20 was the number, so you started to feel some type of way at 17 and finish at 20, and you were good. But literally, you had 37 in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I feel like David. I'm not a huge fan of Goggins like that, but
He's all right. I listen to his
he
book.
says
he's an interesting cat.
He says that when your body wants to stop, you're only at 40% of what your physicality,
Facts.
and that's the truth because your mind wants to stop. Remember,
That's like when you
lactic
eat.
acid starts to build up. What does lactic acid do? It cuts off the afferent efferent nerve connection from the muscle to the brain and the brain to the muscle. There you go. Right there.
It don't look like
that's
you read
where
a
the
book, though,
brain.
right?
That's where the brain is telling your body to do something,
All right.
and your body's not getting it, and your muscles aren't reacting. They're not answering the bell, right? But if you keep telling yourself this, you keep pushing.
That's why sometimes when you don't count, it actually works productive, like not counterproductively for
Well,
you, but productively.
Yeah.
Think about training an athlete in the 40-yard dash. They'll run the 40 on their own and run a 4.5. But I guarantee you, and they're pushing it, or they think they are. Then you tell somebody, here we go, start on the line. I'm going to start Fab 5 yards ahead of you. I need you to catch him or beat him. He's slower than you. You should be able to do it. Meanwhile, Fab the same speed. Clock hits. He runs a 4.4. Why? Now you're pushing yourself. Now you're going that extra mile.
Finding the next gear.
Exactly. Sometimes you need a different motivation to find the gear. So if you can dig deep here, right, you'll find that extra gear. A lot of people can't dig deep. A lot of people literally, the moment the lactic acid sets in, oh, damn, that was crazy. All right, cool, bet.
I've been there.
That's me.
I've had many people. I've
been there. I ain't bullshitting. I've been there.
Brother,
plenty of
that's
times.
me. Once my
You got
body
somebody. You got somebody in your ear. Like, yo, come on, stop playing. Let's
I
go.
always train-
Two more.
I always
Two more.
train harder
Two
when
more.
I had my crew.
And all of a sudden, you got an extra. How much fucking extra reps in you that you didn't even know? Yeah. Meanwhile, by yourself, you'd have quit a long time ago.
I would have been in the sauna already.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. I think
earned
your
this.
mind is telling yourself, and if your mind is weak,
bar.
your body's weak.
We'll reward ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting at.
Because just remember,
Jamba Juice.
even like how Navy SEALs train,
easy.
that's more of a mental thing.
It's more to control.
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
Because
yeah, you see
the
them
first
to
thing they
push-
try to
to
break
push
you
your mind
mentally.
to the limits.
They're not trying to break you physically. They're trying to break
Push
you
you
mentally.
Yeah, the hours that they do in the early morning at Buds, especially where they have everybody lined up and the waves are just hitting them over and
Yeah.
over again, cold as shit. Out
Freezing
there.
cold. That's all mental.
Hours, bro. They're out there hours. The waves just hitting them in the face. They have to just.
Because then
sit there.
that makes the uncomfortable comfortable.
Yes. And
Well, it makes-
old
it
Bruce Lee saying, yo, learn to feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, it just
That's what's
makes
gonna make you.
it
take
just
you to
makes a
another level.
normal occurrence that would normally suck, like a flat tire. It sucks a lot less because you've been through worse.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly. Exactly.
You've already been through, getting
Lose your tongue.
nearly damn near drowned. It's like, oh, this ain't shit. We're good. That's why, trainers, fighters, you could speak on that easily. Just the dudes that have been in the arena, that have done it before, those little things ain't nothing now.
Perfect example. If you think you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's it.
I have roll.
And that
I have
ain't-
rolls
that ain't
like
hard.
that.
That's mine.
jiu-jitsu.
That's mine.
Think about Roy Jones when he got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. He told his
like, I know.
he told his cornerman while they were walking out. He was like, "Yo, I don't think tonight's my night."
But he
You're
put
right.
himself.
You're right. You went out with the same tenacity you did the rest of your
Put it out
career.
there.
You would have been good. You put it out there, and that was the energy you had, and that was in your mind.
Facts.
So the moment you get clipped, you done. Your mind already told you. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. I don't feel right. I don't feel the way I used to. So you know what? Maybe tonight ain't my night. You can't go out there feeling that way.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
The dip?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah. You could go if you guys want to keep. You want
Want
to
to keep talking?
It's whatever. No,
Oh,
we good.
fans. Well, not fans. Audience. I got it.
I had 3 topics that I wanted to get to, but it's okay. Well, next time we'll do another one.
Yeah, please. I gotta head out. We'll talk. Watch.
We'll talk. Yo, listen. Plug. Just where can people find you? Social. Just
Yo, y'all know where to find me. _Osskiii.
I don't think they do.
You get what I'm saying?
Now they do.
_Osskiii. Top chef in the building. Mr. Pop out for this one. Shout out the boys. My boy Jamal. My boy Fab in the building. We gotta run this back.
We will.
I feel like there's a lot on my chest I still gotta hold out.
There is, man.
Let's
Awesome.
do it.
Tell the streets I'm back. That's all
That's
I'm gonna
it.
say.
Yeah.
Tell the streets.
Tell the streets I'm back. That's all I have to say. That's a good ending. Yo, love. Y'all keep talking. I'll see y'all.
Yo, when you gonna start back working out?
Oh fuck.
I don't want to just get shirtless in front of
You good with that flavor?
I love this.
Okay, cool.
I love this.
I'll make sure.
I love the hospitality. That's
Of course. You want one of the rain? You want one of the rains to go?
No, this is perfect.
Okay.
This is perfect.
Cool.
I'm gonna call that when I'm done.
Yeah, hit me up.
All right, later.
Yeah, let me know about that.
No, for sure.
We were gonna talk about the. We were gonna talk about the McGregor. We were gonna talk.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to bring up Ye because I wanted to get Jamal's
Yo,
perspective.
real
on
quick about
Ye
Ye.
going crazy with this girl at the event. You saw that shit?
Nah.
Oh, you didn't see that?
What did he do?
Outfit she had on?
Oh, she was naked?
Lack thereof.
Oh, when
That's the
when
second
Kanye brought the girl
Is it
there
the second
naked?
time?
The ex he had.
Yeah.
I heard she likes being naked.
The girl he had before, she had a similar outfit on.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Just that the girl he had before was a little thicker.
I think it. I mean, I think it's a little extra, but it is what it is.
Yo, is that ad real?
Which
Which
ad? Oh, the we
T-shirt.
can't say it. Yeah, we can't say it because that's part of the demonetization.
That's his ad?
The Hitler thing, right?
No, the one where
He has one T-shirt in this.
it's the hand with the middle finger up.
Nah,
In the hand is I think it's a Star of David, and then under it says "fuck yeah."
oh well, they're doing a I don't know.
Oh wait, who?
Hold on, let me
Is that his ad?
let me rewind.
I
This.
don't know.
I don't. For people that don't understand, Kanye did a Super Bowl commercial where he like said some shit like, I spent all my money on this and this and that. Just go to my store. And on his store, you saw that?
No, I didn't see that.
On
Go
his
ahead.
store was only one T-shirt, and it had the swastika.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that.
What?
yeah, dude, he's bugging. Yeah, yeah, nah,
It's
crazy.
a white tee with the blacks. Hold on, but
Oh,
So the other ad is not his.
because of the shit he had said before about
Yeah,
Jewish people.
just like
Damn.
now. Here's what I find interesting about that.
Damn,
And interesting because it's fucked up. What I find interesting is the whole fact that you go into gospel singing and you're sitting here like, I'm a man of God and all this stuff, and you do shit like that. Now, there is something called freedom of speech, whether you agree with a guy or not. Like, you could say shit, but there is that stuff like that. There is that very thin line of like, now, come on, man.
When it comes down to
You're
hate, man,
you're inciting that type of shit. That's crossing the line now.
I can't promote. I love the fact that he trolled Jada Pinkett Smith, but aside from that, what he said to her on Twitter was great. But man, I can't.
That's how.
Get
Yeah,
with
that's
that, bro.
dude. It's
Damn,
crazy,
dude.
man. It's fucking
That's-
crazy. But once again, it
Anything
kind-
promoting hate, I just don't like.
exactly. But
I can't get with.
But it links up to
Even
what
if I don't like you.
it's linked up to what you had said originally, which like when we were talking earlier on about marketing, and you say some out of pocket shit, you do some out of pocket things.
Wait, the Super Bowl played that commercial,
No, they didn't show the shirt. It was just him sitting there saying, "Go to my store."
and then when you go to his store, that's what he was
That's what
selling.
it was.
Oh wow! And
That's
they didn't go to the store first, and before
Maybe the link
allowing
wasn't.
them.
Maybe the link wasn't.
Nah, they of course they
I
didn't
think
care. They made the money.
Well, I think he had, and I could be 1,000% wrong because I didn't watch the whole Super Bowl to begin with, but I'm pretty sure he had all his merchandise up there, and then maybe when the ad finally ran, he switched it so all the shirts went down, and it was just one. I would assume that that's what happened.
Yeah, it's smart though, if that's what he wanted to get across.
That's what he wanted to get. That's what he wanted to show. It's
Hey.
fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy what some people
He a
do
funny-
just to.
he's
But
a-
once
he's a
again,
funny
it's
dude,
crazy
but-
what people do just to stay in the limelight.
But it's a video. I don't know if it's real or
Just sitting
AI.
on
But it's like Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, all the people.
Mark Zuckerberg.
If that
all
was
wearing this
what, yeah,
white tee,
fuck yeah, yeah.
the hand with the middle finger up.
Star of David.
Okay, with the star. So you saw that?
I just
Is
find
that
it.
real?
I
But
just
what?
I have no
But
idea.
what?
I find
What
it
is?
very-
What is? But isn't Ye him?
Well, they're saying
No,
fuck
they
you
saying
because they're
fuck
Jewish.
because they're Jewish. So it's the Star of David. It's a middle. It's a hand with the middle finger.
Yeah, this is
And
they
it-
were. That was like a counter commercial that they made.
And this within the hand is the Star of David.
Yes, 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 yes. So everybody's went. Wait a minute. That's the one that Drake was wearing it. Everybody, those people were wearing it.
I don't know if Drake. Yeah.
Was that a real commercial
I
or
have
was it
no
AI?
idea.
Matter of fact, 50 posted it, but he took it down off his account.
Yeah, stuff
But
like
I don't
that.
know if it's real though. I
Stuff
just
like
saw
that.
it.
People start getting crazy with. Like they start really.
I don't know if it's real or AI, but
50 to take something down. Fuck.
Yeah, for 50 to take something
keeps
down,
everything
it's
up.
got to be crazy.
Yeah, I found that very, very wild. For me, it's like you claim to be a man of God, you claim to be all these different things, and it's just like, come on, man, what are we doing now?
Kanye's a troll.
Troll, but yeah, I get it. But like once again, like Jay said, inciting hate, inciting that type of shit, you can't be doing that. Because guess what? He wouldn't like it if people flipped it on him and they started hating like his people, his culture, something like that. He'd be the first one to stand up and be like, no, fuck that.
I feel like that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Maybe.
Because he feels, well, not he feels, but you know,
Now he a billionaire.
black people
again.
have been, yeah.
Now he's a billionaire.
Now he can afford to just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well,
He just
fucking
put money
Kim,
in.
Kim's been draining him dry.
He just dropped his new
I don't even know
flip-flop,
why
slipper, whatever.
she. I'm not gonna get into that.
It's all money.
It's all money.
But she
man.
got her own money. What you need his
She don't
money
give a
for?
shit.
More is
She don't give
more.
a shit.
You always want
Yeah,
more.
exactly. It's money that she don't have to spend.
I can't
2
find it.
billionaires fighting over how much child support is. Hysterical. I couldn't get a measly $600 check or whatever the check was out of my dad for my mom when she didn't feel like talking to him. 2 billionaires fighting over the child support, which is the amount of a Rolls Royce each month. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Different problems that I haven't had the luxury of having. But yeah, I found that fucking crazy. First off, I found that crazy with his girl. Like, I don't care who you are, who your girl is, shit like that. Like, if you let your girl parade around out like that, you don't care about her. Like, that's my opinion.
I'm not
That wasn't
a
the first
fan.
time. No,
Regardless, I don't share my. I don't like. I don't date community goods.
Who was she before him?
I forgot. I can't remember the name of his ex, but she had a
she-
similar outfit. I feel
No,
like
but was she
the
a
outfit,
celebrity before she got with him?
Yeah, the ex. Yeah.
Or she was? No, not the ex. The girl she with now. The one that wore the outfit.
I don't know.
That's his girl now, right?
Yeah.
I pride myself on not following up anything.
I don't really pay much
celebrities
attention.
or Hollywood because I
I
just
don't really pay
care.
much attention.
I just don't care. And I actually love seeing that Hollywood's actually kind of being dismantled at this point. People are just losing more and more respect for celebrities. People are really just not fucking with them anymore. And I can ride out on that mentality because you got to stop caring about what people that make millions of dollars and don't give a fuck about you. You got to stop caring what they care about. Care about what you care about.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what these people think.
Just because they say it doesn't mean it has to touch home for you.
Exactly. It's weird. The idolization
Yeah.
of like celebrities has always been a weird topic to me.
All these people's on the pedestal in most people's
It's
minds.
so weird. It's strange. It's like, dude, really? You're a grown like okay. So
Can't find it.
all right, let's do it. Let's switch it up in a different subject of that though. What I found crazy was the clips of you and Dr. Eugene debating over Jordan or LeBron.
Mhm.
Do you know that I still have grown men
Yeah, they go
fighting in
crazy.
my comment section on TikTok
Yeah, I think it's
about
hysterical.
which grown man is better?
I
I'm like-
I
That's
think
an
it's
ongoing
hysterical.
debate.
But
I think it's
regardless, I'm like, guys, please take a breath. You're gonna be okay.
Listen,
It's okay if he thinks that LeBron is the GOAT. It's
Yeah, it
okay
is.
if he thinks
it is. It's all
Michael
opinion.
Jackson. That's crazy. Michael Jordan
It's
is
all
the
opinion.
GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
You know, the thing is, we had this
It's the
conversation just
reasoning
yesterday.
behind it.
So like, if you
Really arguing.
like
Cheerleader shit.
boxing, right? If you like boxing,
Where's your pom poms?
that's a fact.
Yeah.
If you like boxing, and you look at the style you like in boxing, if you like to watch bruisers just go at it, brawlers go at it, you're not going to sit here and like to watch or think that Floyd Mayweather is the best.
Yeah.
It's a
Tactical.
completely different style. It's not, in your opinion, that's not what you like, so you're not going to choose that.
Fire.
If you like someone that has embodied the sweet science of boxing, you're not going to say, "Oh, I love Joe Frazier over Floyd Mayweather." The art of the sweet science of boxing, that's Floyd. Hit, not be hit. That's it right there, right? So it's all your opinion and what you like to see. So when I sit there, and it's just like I say, the reason I choose LeBron, and that's my opinion.
He's going right in.
No. It is because of how I like to see the game of basketball played. Right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And what I said yesterday, I would rather you just say, I just like Jordan better. I like watching his style of basketball better. Cool. I'm cool with that.
Dr. Eugene came to debate, but he brought none of the facts with him.
And I was just like,
He wasn't ready.
He was not ready. Like
he brought it up too.
I know he did. I like Eugene, but man, was he not ready to go toe to toe with Jay on vote debate?
It's all
I was here
opinions.
to help him.
You guys see some of the comments on TikTok. It's wild. They
It's
keep the funny thing to me is they keep saying like the white dude doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm like, I'm the white guy. Just letting everybody know I actually don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't say anything.
But I think it's a matter of opinion. You know, if you're a running back and you love running backs and you have a favorite running back of all time in your mind, somebody else brings up who you think is the best running back, you're always going to go to him.
Yeah.
Even if his numbers are better or whatever it is, that's what you like. That's what you look at, right?
That's your
your
team,
opinion.
That's your guy. Yeah.
That's your shit. You know what I'm saying? So like people say Tom Brady is the GOAT. Cool. If that's your GOAT and that's how you feel, great. If somebody else thinks something different, it's not about it being wrong. Remember, it's an opinion. It's not about it being wrong. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, I'm looking at this right now, and I think that's the greatest thing I ever seen. Because you don't agree, that means I'm wrong?
Nope.
So
Everyone's entitled
and
to
this
an opinion.
this is why I get so uprooted about it, is because this era, you're not allowed to have a fucking opinion.
No.
The moment your opinion doesn't align with mine, we're enemies. And it's not like that. There is no need for all that.
Nothing wrong with disagreeing.
There's nothing wrong with a disagreeing. We could agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong
You
with
can
it.
find common ground, or you don't.
Just like dudes be like, oh, who is this clown? Yeah, say that to me in my face.
They will not.
You won't.
They won't.
But over there, you want what? Because I have a different fucking opinion. You want to call me a clown? Yeah, okay, homeboy. That's stupid to me.
Yep.
It's just a difference of opinion, man.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have that.
Can I tell you
And
my
it's
opinion?
unfortunate. Yeah.
My opinion. Have you seen Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend?
Yeah.
Bill Belichick is having regular sex, and I'm not. That is fucking insanity.
He's probably on the blue chews though.
He's not. I don't think you can revive that thing.
Yeah, he's.
You don't know
Crazy.
how long somebody been on Viagra, Cialis. You don't know.
Dog.
He got money.
Bro.
You got money is different.
I couldn't believe. I mean, I've seen it before. I just couldn't believe that shit. I'm sitting here like, wow.
Money.
I'm sitting
You
here.
start tricking, your life will change.
Start what?
You start tricking,
Tricking.
yeah, your life will change.
So that could mean a couple of things.
Immediately your life will change.
And how do you think he should trick for his life to change?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me some tips. Pause.
It's two ways you could do it. You could be the nice guy and trick,
Mm.
or you could be an asshole and trick.
I say go asshole.
I think I'm at the point of being an asshole.
Just being
Either way, though,
and that's not even.
you're
That's
gonna
not even-
win.
I don't like it.
You just win more with one.
I don't like that.
or the other.
That kind of mentality and approach. But it's the one that works.
It does. I know it does.
The guy that's always spending money, throwing money at women, that's what he leads with. Like, oh, I'll pay your rent.
Then you're always gonna get taken
No.
advantage of.
Always.
No.
That guy is. You're always gonna see that man
That ain't me.
or female.
Yeah.
That ain't me. Ain't happening.
Bill Belichick, he got money, so he could choose. She's gonna.
Yeah, like do you really think she was like looking at him like, oh, he's so hot? No,
the money.
he's so
It's gotta be-
handsome.
It's got to be his personality.
No, yeah, exactly. 'Cause he got a killer personality. What the fuck?
He's a known ass.
So he don't got a personality. He old. He don't. He got a fucking pot belly.
I knew he was going to say something about that.
For what?
I was waiting for it.
So what is it that drew you to him, sweetheart?
Well, she knows that
course.
she's in her prime now, and she's ready to capitalize on that.
Exactly.
She's not even in her prime.
And he don't care. 'Cause
24?
Oh, she's 24.
yeah,
I thought she was
34? No.
24.
Yeah, she's 24.
He don't care.
Crazy.
He don't care.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah,
deep
yeah.
down she don't love him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He don't care though.
What do those conversations look like in the study?
What'd you do today with the money I gave you?
That's crazy.
Conversation, whatever he want to talk about.
I don't even think
Yes.
he wants to talk.
She's not giving him lip in a negative fashion.
Yeah,
It's
he's not combative.
She's not
No.
combative.
No.
Nah.
Whatever you want.
Anything.
Honey. It's crazy. When you see some shit like that from the outside, it's crazy. It's crazy to watch it unfold.
That's true.
I was listening. I was listening to the. I got to show you some clips. You've probably seen it before. The Whatever podcast. You ever seen that?
Whatever.
That dude Andrew Wilson. He debates all the girls. He's awesome.
Andrew
Wait. The old guy who's usually on the camera.
Yeah, the little box in
Yo,
front of everybody.
he's hysterical.
Yo, I
He's
got
ruthless. He's ruthless,
his
fam.
His mic wasn't muted.
Yes.
laughs in people's
He started
faces.
laughing. Yo,
Yeah.
I love that dude.
Yeah, he's great.
That
He
was the
actually
guy.
he
That
actually
was
has
the
a
guy
course.
that
He has
whatchamacallit, Wes Wilson or whatever his name is. What's that guy's name? Wes whatever. On the Fresh and Fit podcast, he attacked that dude.
Myron Gaines.
Yeah.
Myron's the host.
But the guy Wes with the dude with the tattoos, he just got in trouble for beating up a guy in an elevation in Miami.
You talking the guy that they had a platform at some forum?
Yes,
He
and he
got
was
him
sitting
in
on
the
the
face trying to
stage.
be tough.
Yeah, and was screaming at that same guy you were talking about.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
What is the guy? Wes Watson.
Yeah, Andrew Wilson's great.
Yeah.
He's great. He actually has like a course on how to become like a really like well-rounded debater when you're going against somebody like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested. But he just got away with words, man. He just gets his point across.
I mean, he's very
What I-
intelligent
what
overall.
I get, he's very intelligent. What I get, not envious of, but I want to get better at is his ability to like be in a heated debate but never raise his voice.
Stay calm.
I gotta be able to do the same thing.
Oh, dude, it's so hard, man.
I fucking get mad.
He's
loud.
Oh,
ready to
I get
fight.
so mad.
I'm always ready to, and I hate that, man. I really do. I try not to get involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's always like, "Yo, come on, man. You need to call cats out and do." I'm like,
Nah,
I don't
but
understand. When I do that, it leads to me throwing hands. I don't have the difference in energy. And am I lying?
Like even the LeBron and Jordan debate we had with an associate in the gym, it went from yo that's stupid to yo you a whole dumbass.
Because the person
You to
I'm
be-
arguing with is a dumbass motherfucker, bro. So it's
He's
different.
like for you to be in the field
That was
you in
legit.
and you say what you're saying, it got real personal real quick.
Oh, they're still going.
Yeah, leave that
They're
shit
still
alone.
going.
That's more traffic though. So
Yeah, I'm
it's
cool
great.
with it, but it's just
But-
crazy.
It's I don't have that middle. I either am staying to myself and I'm quiet, and like I said, I don't like stupid. So if you're
what
telling
it
me
is, yeah,
facts, if you're telling me facts, I'm willing to listen.
I got a community guidelines violation, and they took my video down on TikTok.
which video?
Removed for integrity and authenticity. It was Andre talking about fasting. This is what I'm saying. These fucking people, man, these social sites, they're such bullshit, dude.
No.
They're such fucking pussies, bro. What was said in there that just I'm
You
so
talking about
upset.
fasting?
Yeah.
That was not.
I don't even know. I gotta listen to the clip. To like
It's probably a vegan on the other end.
probably.
How is it not authentic? That's the crazy part.
I don't know.
Nah, but yeah, I wish I could stay calm too. But I think it goes back to me saying like I don't like stupidity. So if you're having a real debate with me and you're spitting knowledge, I don't think I'd raise my voice at all. I think I would talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna just talk stupid shit, then I'm gonna get angry.
Yeah. When's the second you say something stupid or your response clearly shows you didn't comprehend or you didn't even try to listen to what he just said prior? So
That's why I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it. And I know me. I know me. That's
I'm not to his extent, but I get heated and
I-
I start trying to keep my voice. I just want to be like in debates like that. I just want to be like, okay, well, I understand what you're saying, but like, and I want to get back to like the
Yeah.
point, but like my voice gets a little more edgy, and I'm just kind of like,
and then we cause motherfuckers to lose business.
that's a fact.
a whole
Oh,
other
man.
issue.
Yeah, I can't. I wish I could do that as well. Because once I'm in combative mode, I can't come out of it unless I get what I want.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled like that.
He's made it like
But-
that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. If you push me to that level,
He set up his chess
I
piece in
need
the
this.
prime position.
Like fights happening afterwards.
but it is what it is. But he's hysterical. Because thing is, he's not only funny, he's extremely smart and factual. And his facts is always specifically catered to the person.
Yeah.
It's not even catered to the room.
He's intentional with his verbiage.
No, he knows his
It's
shit.
literally
He words things
each
a specific
individual.
way. Yeah.
I'll play a clip after, like when we're done. I'll just play a clip because it was fucking crazy watching that shit. But
Was it the Logic comment?
It was
'Cause when
no,
he-
it was this.
when
It
he
was
broke
it was
down
a, it was
logic-
a, it was a girl just trying way too hard. Like she was trying way too hard. She was intelligent, not dumb, but trying way too hard to like be overly intelligent. And he's just breaking things down. Like, no. Let's get to the root of this. Like, what do you mean when you say this? Because
She couldn't.
it doesn't make sense. And they tap dance around a lot of the answers.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very interesting to watch somebody like that go on a panel and debate people. And then
Yeah.
they were doing it live last night. 7-hour podcast. They were doing it live.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's-
Yeah, whole panel, like 8 panelists on there. The dude.
On his,
Yeah, he was. It's not his show.
it's not his show. It's the other
It's the
guy.
other dude,
He's
Brian.
very calm too as
Yeah.
well. Brian. Yes.
But they had that chick Lily Phillips on there.
Who's that?
She's the one who just slept with 100 dudes in 24 hours.
Oh, I told you about that.
The blonde
She
chick.
filmed it.
Yeah, there's another one that did 1,000, and they took her video down.
Wait. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Remember when I told you? I said, "Is this girl?" 'Cause I seen her on Instagram a while ago. This girl, she was talking about how she's going to sleep with 100 guys
In 24 hours.
24 hours.
I'm heartbroken right now. I'm heartbroken, bro.
Fab totes.
He wasn't included.
No. I'm not heartbroken that
Like,
wasn't
damn, where was
included.
the side-up
I'm
shit,
heartbroken that your life has come to this.
Yeah. Well, the other one did 1,000.
That this is what you're doing for
1,000.
money.
Jay, 1,000.
1,000?
You're
1,000 in 24
come
hours.
on, man. Please don't tell me any of these girls have kids.
No, not yet.
Wait,
Maybe.
What
maybe
the fuck?
the same girl did 1,000?
We'll check back in a month.
Wait, the same girl did 1,000?
Why?
No, a different one. The girl she hangs out with.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
But the
And
one-
then OnlyFans took her video down. That's what I loved.
who, Phillips or
The other chick that fucked 1,000 dudes.
because
What do you?
what's her name?
I'm not giving
Lily
her clout.
Phillips.
The other one, yeah. It's enough. It's
No,
bad
not the
enough.
1,000. We talking about the
It's
100.
bad enough I gave her clout. Not that it matters.
Nah, but she already was making loot.
Yeah, she's already making loot. It doesn't matter
OnlyFans.
if my little name
And she made-
says anything about her.
Yeah, she
She don't give a fuck about me anyway.
making loot.
But Andrew was talking. Listen, Andrew was talking about her. He's like, I have a daughter, and and they're talking about the morality of like if she went to her father and said that this is what I want to do, like the I don't know if you're not allowed to say it. It doesn't even matter. I'm not monetized like that. The sex work of what she does, that even though Andrew was making the point that even though your father can still love you, he can turn his back on you because he doesn't agree with that type of shit.
Yes.
He's not going to enable
Agreed.
it.
I can't.
She's saying no. That's a parent turning their back on their child.
I want
It's
to
like,
throw up. I want to fucking throw up.
Dude.
If my I
Don't even say it.
failed.
Don't even say it.
I failed.
Don't even say it.
If anything like that would have
Say
happened,
it.
yo,
Yeah, I agree with that.
oh God, I can't even think about
Your
it.
daughter to come to you, that means
Nah.
you already lost weight before that.
124 hours. There was another video that she did. We're getting like real vulgar right now, but like there's another. We talked about ass eating 3 minutes into the podcast.
Not even.
There was another
30 seconds
video.
in.
There was another video where she had spunk all over her face from like a group thing that she did, and she was walking around the streets seeing if people would notice. Because it's
I
fun
didn't
for
see
her.
that video.
It's fun for her.
No, she's got something going on. Something's going on.
Yeah,
She was abused as a child.
she's-
There has to be. There's no way. No,
Yeah.
I'm serious. She was sexually abused as a child. There's no way. It has to. There's no way. What makes you think it is? To that extreme?
Anything for clout.
That's what I'm saying. Anything for just a look.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, like, I get irritated with some of these OnlyFans chicks because I hate that it's like an actual thing. Truthfully, like, yo, generally porn's free. Like, if you really want corn, if they would say that, we all know what you mean. If you really wanted to watch it, it's free.
Right.
The problem is you have dudes that will enable this shit, and they'll pay these girls just like you were saying, like Belichick. What do you need? What do you need? Because I'm sure that's the type.
Yeah,
of
so other
relationship.
girls think that they
Correct.
too can be like
so because
that. and have that.
they got dudes that are paying $3.99 a month because they'll just take a couple of lingerie pics and they don't realize that they go to a different website and it's free.
Yeah, we know people like that.
We do know people like that. We do know people like
He
that.
was just here. Well, not him.
No, not him. Not him.
Not
Not him.
him.
No. He done suffered enough. from
Right,
the bullshit.
right, right,
yeah. Prior to that, not him.
Yeah. So
Leave O out of that one.
it's not O. It's not O.
No.
So yes, and that unfortunately, that is a pain point for me because I'm just like, why are we enabling these fucking people?
We
Well,
have the power to stop it.
Guess what? She
Just
does.
don't
She does 100 dudes in 24 hours, and nobody lets her post that video anywhere. That's it. It ends there.
Now,
She
people,
gets 0 likes.
You did your
and
horror
0 money.
details behind
Nothing.
closed doors.
people want to see it. Like, nah, you couldn't
Bro.
have did that.
The halls were filled. They showed like a video
Yeah.
going up the stairs, and the dudes just all waiting their turn. Bro, what?
Yeah.
What? Who was 100?
Yeah.
What sad soul was the 100th one? Like, can't wait to get in there. Really,
Wait,
dog?
okay. And they all bust off?
Yes.
I don't know.
Nah, man.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude.
She got an infection.
Oh yeah, she
Definitely
did.
infection in there.
Bro, she has a
Jay.
Multiple seminal fluid, bro.
she has a penicillin endorsement probably.
Yeah, she's got a Pfizer.
Yeah.
She got a Pfizer sponsor.
Nah, I think she got an insides removed.
Maybe. I mean, dude, the other
I don't think so yet. She young.
she's 23, 24.
Yeah, she
What?
Yeah, bro.
in her prime.
Young horse. Yeah. We got to go back to publicly shaming people
So
like this.
what happens now? What happens now when she realizes, you know
15
what?
years she want to get married.
I want to get married.
No,
I want to have kids.
Yeah,
What happens?
some simp is gonna go in
Yep.
there and he's gonna marry her.
Yep.
And he's gonna be like, "Oh, she's changed." You know who had her on his podcast? And he was talking all this because he's a man of God now. Russell Brand.
Who?
Russell Brand.
the
Oh, yeah.
actor.
Who's that?
Yo, he's a comedian. Yo, he's funny as shit.
He is, but if you've watched
He's
some of his
funny
newer
as
shit, he's
shit.
a conservative.
Yes.
He's very like Christian.
The dude with the
now.
long hair.
Yeah, he played Get Him to the Greek. The actor,
Oh, okay,
Put
okay,
it on.
okay.
Yeah.
okay,
British
okay.
guy.
Okay.
He's very like man of God now.
He had her on.
He had her on his podcast, and he's like, I want to, and he's being dead serious. Like, I want to extend like help to you. Like, I'm like, bro, the worst thing you could do is give this bitch more fucking publicity. That's the problem. We gotta leave this dead in this. Like, just
I mean, but I could understand to an extent if he's looking to help if he's genuine. If it was genuine,
I like the guy, but at the same
so
time,
let's say he is genuine. About
he's
it.
also looking to help his own podcast by having her on. Because
Facts.
if you're a religious dude now, you ain't having conversations with this girl. I wouldn't have her on my shit. I don't care if you tell me either.
You get all the super
behind
Yo,
religious
the
people
come
that are
on,
like,
Jay.
"Thank you for
We can
saving
get
her
this amount of
soul."
views. We can get this amount of following. Cool. I'll have The Rock on here or somebody like that. I'll beg one of them dudes to come on for
not
the
having
views.
her on.
Not that bitch.
Because I don't want
No.
her following. I don't want
Nope.
her people. I don't want that.
Nope.
Listen, there's been
Not
plenty,
engaging
there's
with
been
that
plenty of
bullshit.
people that I could have had come through that probably would have boosted my numbers, and I'm not interested in it. I really not. I'm not interested in the people that
You want
that
association.
associate with them. It's just not my.
If you're gonna have controversial conversation and heated discussion and debates, I could understand certain types of people you'll have come in for content and for legit debates. But what are you debating with her?
Well, so Andrew was going back. I was waiting all night. I was literally falling asleep in bed, and I heard him go, "All right, Lily. So let's talk about the more." I was like, "Oh," and then
Russell?
no, the dude Andrew Wilson.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, it's on." I was like,
What'd he
sitting
say?
there with Kenji on the bed. I'm like, "Get your popcorn," and he's they're going back and forth, and she just would not break from her standpoint that she would be doing it regardless. She's like, "I love what I do for work." Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. Something's wrong.
But he's saying, would you, and basically he's making the
Bro,
point.
her receptors is down, man. Her receptors is down.
Oh, that is crazy. The Theo Vaughn. Your
Your
receptors.
receptors is down, man. Your
Man, that is
receptors
so hot. It's like
Your receptors is down.
It's crazy.
That's one dude right there. I fucks with Theo.
I gotta show you a Theo Vaughn clip. Did I
Oh
show
my
you when,
God.
when he has a Cat Williams statue in his house? Did I show you?
Yes, with Drewski.
Yeah. Did you
Yo.
see that he had Cat Williams on the podcast?
Yeah, Cat almost crying, bro.
And he goes, what kind of deal did Michaels cut with you?
What did Cat Williams say?
He goes, they just used me for my likeness.
Yeah. Nah, I was glad he had Cat Williams on because in the show,
He said, "God damn it, that's a Cat Williams."
That's it,
right there.
dude.
you got
That's
a
a,
nutcracker.
that's a
black
damn Cat William right
Damn,
there.
Cat Williams right there.
Yeah. He's like, that's a black nutcracker. He's like, nah, he's like, then I want my
Cat
fucking
Williams.
money
Said
back.
it's the same size.
Yeah.
I
He
gotta
goes,
get my
then I
money
want
back.
my fucking money back.
He
And
said,
he-
"Life-size Cat
Yeah.
Williams."
Yeah.
And then I think my favorite part was he goes, this has to be racist in some way. He goes, racist? He goes, if anything, I'm putting the culture on. He's like, it's in my house. You around.
Yo, he's hysterical, son.
He's the funniest.
Dude, he grew up trailer park, fucking
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Mhm.
That's that, dude. The shit he's probably seen.
It don't get no realer. It don't
is
get no realer.
crazy.
He says the wildest.
Nah,
I like when Joe Rogan was telling me, he's like, man, you're that guy, man. You get in on anything you do. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I'll be like a peeping Tom. I'll watch
Yeah.
I'll watch your whole family eat dinner.
Yeah, he's fucking stupid.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
my
Knowledge
god,
is
he's like, yeah,
crazy.
you get a few mentals.
Yeah. And now, all right, so now
You, God, I love that guy,
I
man.
gotta show you. I gotta show you off camera. I gotta show you that stuff. So all right, so let's wrap this. We'll do another one.
Yeah, we gotta get old back on it.
I appreciate you boys for always coming down, hanging out.
Always,
we
man.
got
It's a
more.
great time.
We're gonna have to get more and more going. Like I said, the live setup's gonna be coming eventually. I keep saying it every episode. We got more on the way. More regular content, more shows. I want to do some like format type stuff where we could watch some things, respond, laugh, have a good time, drink some energy drinks. Just bullshit with the homies. I
Mhm.
appreciate you guys for
Let's
real.
do that.
Cost a couple of dollars.
It's gonna, yeah. I'm gonna put a hat outside. See if someone starts donating. I've been entertaining you all this time. You want me to tap
Do it,
dance? What do you
bro.
want me to do? I'll do anything, please. Throw me a couple schmeckles.
Do 100 girls in 24 hours.
Oh God.
You got the space.
I do have the space, but this carpet is not gonna hold up.
Oh no, you had to go hard
The
with floors
quality
or tile.
Actually, truth be told, I'll be shooting dust after the third one, so we're good.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's nothing left.
Doesn't matter.
It's all about the action, bro.
All you hear is
Do it. You in the camera business, man. You gotta
I gotta
Get a
maximize
clip.
it. Yeah, I gotta maximize these. Maybe they got something going for them. Maybe I'm changing my ways. I'm gonna start being on that filth tube. The filth tube.
Oh man.
It's money to be made.
But I appreciate you boys, as usual. For everybody, hope you enjoyed. And obviously keep doing the damn thing of liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, it helps the algorithm. It helps me to continue sitting down with amazing humans like Fab J. On that note, I appreciate everybody for fucking with us. But for now, peace.